hello, babies. Welcome to PubChat, the show that won the Pulitzer Prize for our coverage of the asteroid impact that took out the dinosaurs. And hey, we got Yana with us as well tonight. Woo!
Hey,
How you
guys.
doing, everybody? What's happening?
I don't know.
That's all I rehearsed. I thought you
okay.
guys would just start then.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. That's all we got for tonight's show.
Yeah. Look at that. We know how to fill a show, right?
I know how to fill a few things, but, don't know about a show.
So, in the quest to keep the carpet clean, how's it going? Dunk, I think you failed, didn't you say?
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Yeah. No, it's still a disaster. The dog's made a mess again all over the place.
Oh, my
No, this
goodness.
room looks horrendous. It's just never going to get there. I just know it.
It's okay. Just go on Instagram or TikTok. There are like all those ads about those super cool carpet cleaners.
Oh no, I've got a brand new carpet. It's just it's clean. You just can't bloody see it because it's got dog kibbles all over it and broken furniture everywhere.
Maybe what you could do is get a little pot-bellied pig that would follow along after the dog to lick things up.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's like a more intelligent Roomba.
There you go. Yeah. And when this Roomba starts to get old and doesn't function, you can, barbecue it up.
Bacon.
Knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Hey, Canadians like bacon, man,
That's true. And maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's like what you guys are known for.
Yeah. Funny, too, because you go into your average Canadian's house and they don't have maple syrup in the cupboard. But, it's one of those things, right?
Yeah.
Well, people put maple syrup on the bloody weirdest things I've noticed.
Ice cream?
Well, no. That's the most obvious place you put it. It'd be like, I've got some fries and some bacon and a cheeseburger, and just smother it in maple syrup. What the hell are you doing, you morons?
What part of Canada did you visit?
The gourmet part. Okay.
It just seems to be sort of like a thing where, if it's North American or, anything like that, you just put maple syrup on it. No, put it turkey, Yorkshire pudding, sausage rolls. Doesn't matter. Just put maple syrup on it.
Yeah, kind of like
The
in
condiment
America.
of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in America, you always put cheese
In America,
on
it's hot
things.
sauce.
Yeah, and cheese. And you get a strawberry in your hotel room.
Yeah. No, you put hot sauce on your ice cream. Yeah, you could get that right.
Oh my God, yeah. No, I remember I was I have terrible self-preservation skills. Okay. Actually, like this terrible sense of like personal safety. Okay.
You're on this show.
Point proved.
So several years back, I was on Tinder and I was like, cool, okay. And I met this guy, but it was just like casual vibing and stuff. And he's American. And I was like, okay, cool. By the way, I just made lasagna. Cool. And me being like, yeah, everyone's chilled. Everyone's fine. We're just going to be friends. Invite him over to my house. My mom finds out afterwards and she's like, you invited a stranger over to your place who you've never met. I'm like, yeah, well, when you say it like that, it sounds bad. And she's like,
Sounds like a blind date gone wrong.
She's like, how does it sound good? I'm like, yeah, I actually don't know. But my lasagna takes 4 hours to cook, okay? Because it's like melt in your mouth good.
I love that. That already sounds amazing.
And this guy hasn't even taken a bite. And he's like, do you have some hot sauce? And I'm like, what? He's like, hot sauce. And I could not understand him. And I'm like, oh, you mean hot sauce?
At least he didn't ask for ketchup.
And he's like, yeah, hot sauce. And I'm like, you did not just ask for hot sauce with my lasagna. And he's like, I had hot sauce on everything.
I'm not saying anything. I can't say anything to that one.
I was like, no.
But it's so
And
insulting. You spend all this time to make it amazing, and they just want to turn it into a taco, right?
But you know, the good thing was at least I didn't make the lasagna for him. It was I made lasagna. Oh, you're hungry? Come visit. Okay, luckily. So it was. I was just like, you know what? I don't have any hot sauce, and even if I had any hot sauce, you would not be putting any of it on my lasagna.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I still can't reconcile hot sauce and lasagna in the same place. Can you imagine some angry Italian mother just throwing shit at him from across the kitchen? You ruined my, I'll kill you, just.
Oh my goodness. I was so shocked. I was like, it was always like, am I being pranked?
No doubt. That's like
And I was
somebody
like,
saying, that's like handing somebody a hot dog and them saying, do you have any cream cheese for this?
I knew
Like,
this
can I
little...
have a hollandaise sauce with this, please?
Yeah.
Caviar? Anyone?
I need a refill. So, Dunk, you're not left alone this time. Lucky you.
Yeah, I knew this little Italian restaurant with the if you ask for Parmesan cheese on something that he thought was inappropriate to have grated Parmesan cheese on, he'd just refuse. So,
Really?
Yeah, he'd be passing around the little bowl of Parmesan cheese and sprinkling it on everybody's spaghetti or whatever, and you ask, "Can I have something?" No, not with that dish. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
mad respect for him standing up for what he believes in.
Won't ask for
mean-
hot sauce then.
No, but that's actually a thing with my dad told me. So when he was like he studied accounting, and all accountants start as accountants and then end up in like management or whatever.
I thought you were going to say jail.
No, he managed to skip that route. He was like one of those that managed to skip that one. But while they're doing auditing, before they get their final like CA qualification, they do a lot of partying. That's what I found out. They do hardcore partying. Yeah.
Accountants.
Accountants. Well, the ones back in my parents' age, because my mom also studied, they were hardcore partiers. Like,
See,
I'm talking like...
I thought they were the kind of people that took the word party and turned it into fundraisers, so it's deductible, right?
They did hardcore partying. Like, they would do an audit, and then they would... the audit's done, guys, let's go! And then everyone would get shit-faced, okay? But this one guy who they worked with was apparently he was really good looking and always had this thing for getting really good looking girls. Okay. And they went to this French restaurant here in South Africa, like fine dining restaurant. And this guy was there with the former Miss South Africa as his date. Okay. And he had a thing though. He always asked for ketchup with his food. Okay. And he asks...
Ketchup is an affront to fine dining of any kind.
So he's there, and he asks, their food gets served, and he asks the waiter, can I get some ketchup, please?
Screaming at him.
The waiter is like, the chef's not going to say yes. He's like, can I have some ketchup, please? So he goes back to the kitchen. Next moment, the chef comes out, fuming mad. He's like,
with a
which
cleaver.
one of you assholes? Like a typical like French chef, like, which one of you assholes like asked for? Like, he walks up to him. He's like, who wanted ketchup? He's like, me. He's like, looks at him, looks at the date, recognizes the former Miss South Africa, tells him, when it comes to women, your taste is good. When it comes to food, your taste is shit. And walked away.
I love it.
It's a good job I didn't tell him about the dirty knife.
Yeah. My son loves that line. But yeah, I don't even think I'd have the balls to ask that in the situation, you know? Yeah. You know? That's like moving into your new house and you look at the builder and just say, "Well, do you have any buckets in case it rains? Because I want to be able to catch the drips." And he just knocks you out. You know?
No, so
Oh. Well, you know, Dunk just had his roof done recently, so he has tales of builders. And you actually are a builder now because you made a shed, right?
Oh, I built all kinds of things. You name it, I can build it. It's just you know, heights and things like that.
Shitty relationships.
just getting up on high things. I don't like getting.
Oh,
up
I
high
hate
things.
that.
I don't like going up the ladder. You know, like a couple of steps, and it's like going.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny though, because that's a skill that it comes and goes. Because I used to like climb up scaffolding like a flipping monkey. But you know, you put the scaffolding up and you start to climb and it starts wobbling. You go,
Yeah.
And you know, you get a bit scared. But you know, after a few hours, yeah, you're climbing up it, running around it, and all kinds of stuff. It's just one of those sort of things you just have to keep, you know, keep going. Otherwise, yeah. But I don't like it. Don't like heights.
No, me either. Oh, big shout out here. Direct tip in, $20 tip too there. So thank you. And it's Georgie LaForge, the brother that doesn't have the visor thing in front. And he says, thanks for always making me laugh while we support the greatest cause of our time. Glory to our heroes in Ukraine. So we'll call that a Boom Boom Fund donation, I do believe. That sounds like a good one. Thank you there, Georgie. Thank you very much. I often wonder when you see a last name like that, is it coincidence or are you doing that on purpose? You know? Could be. You never know, right? You know, people always ask me if I'm related to the original guy from the game show Family Feud, Richard Dawson. Yeah, you know.
got it.
Yeah, and I say, no, not at all. You know, but really I am. The only thing I got was this awful Chrysler car that was modified with chandeliers on the front instead of headlights, but you know. So
what are you talking about?
Just laughing.
There's
just like, okay.
I was going to bring up the picture, but I forgot to get it all ready and stuff, but there was a recent episode of the Grand Tour, one of the last ones. You know, it's like Top Gear 2.0 with Clarkson and the gang. And Jeremy Clarkson rode in some vehicle that looks like it was made for Liberace or something, but it's actually just like a regular Nissan or something that's been modified to look like some grandiose fancy car, and it's actually just garbage. It was hilarious.
Wasn't it like a big old Cadillac or something? I'm sure it was a big flipping car.
Yeah, and it had the fake tires on the side with the piping, you know, and everything, and it was all fake. It was all, you know, all fake. It's hilarious. Yeah. Too funny.
Oh, wait, now I'm remembering it now. Yeah, never mind. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Cadillac. It was a real car. It was like a foreign build or something like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it looked fake because Jeremy Clarkson had faked it all.
No.
Until he put the chandeliers on. It was literally built like that. It was just a monstrosity.
Yeah, it was awful. Yeah.
Yeah, looked like one of those cars you used to see in cartoons with Tom and Jerry when the cat used to drive along and piss Tom off. You know,
yeah,
he's got the huge car with a 80-foot long bonnet on the front of
it. Yeah. Oh, I love that reference. That's good. Okay, yeah, I do have those other ones loaded up and ready now, though, Dunk. So,
okay, yeah, because you were talking, we were talking about, the greatest support on this channel, and we do like to support great things, but
there is something
we've been missing recently.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the NAFO 69 fundraiser going now. We're always fundraising for Iana and Pete at Project Constantine, but we have been alerted to something that is just, it has to be dealt with right now.
Yeah. We this is our fundraiser for tonight, please.
Yeah.
She's got to give generously. We've got to help. We got to
save Ferris.
Save Ferris.
I need context, please.
Really?
Oh, Ferris. You know Ferris.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He takes the day off school. Save
Okay,
Ferris.
no,
right?
it's okay, cool. No, I thought it was that, but I thought it was maybe I was missing something.
Yeah, no, we're just being clowns.
So we are sending the collection plates around for everybody to dip in because you know we've heard he's got a bit of a cold.
Yeah. My brother's sister's girlfriend's cousin's uncle's dog told me that Ferris caught a bug last night, and that's why he's not in school.
Yeah, he's near death.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
It was hard to keep coming up with a different word. I was like, okay, I gotta stop now. You know?
I love that scene when Jeannie, his sister's at the police station, and you know, and you got what's it, Charlie? Yeah, Charlie on the Charlie, and he's chatting her up, and she gives the policeman, you know, her name. She goes, "Oh, what? You're Ferris's sister?"
Yeah, tell him all the boys down at the station are rooting for him. Yeah.
Oh my word. Classic.
Yeah. Charlie Sheen, drugs. And it's just, he just played out his whole life in one part in a movie there.
Yeah.
You know?
Brilliant.
Because I only watched it recently. For the first time. And I was watching it. I'm like, wow, this is kind of like, if you watch it now, after his whole career basically ended, I'm like, wow, kind of puts things in. It was like right in front of our eyes, guys.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
there. It was there.
Yeah, that's a Mein Kampf moment. He just laid out his whole thing right there in one shot. Charlie. You ever see that movie Charlie Sheen was in when he was younger still? And it had something to do with like aliens, and he worked at some radio telescope place or something. Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, it's not very good, but it is. It's a guilty pleasure movie because it's good even though it's shitty. You'll know what I mean if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
you know,
brilliant. They should put that on the poster.
So shitty, it's actually good. Oh, that's funny. Who's this person that keeps getting their messages deleted and stuff?
Zween. He told me to go to Ukraine and fight with the kids.
What?
Yeah.
You first, Sween.
Of course, only kids.
We'll be right behind you.
Yeah, of course, only kids fight the war. What was another one? She can't. Oh, dude. Okay. It got personal there in one of the mods. So this is one of those rare occasions where you can bring out the hammer of doom and we can put the old block in place.
Hey,
fuck that.
Drag the little shelled fella out.
Oh yeah. Do I have that? Oh, I gotta set it up. Damn it. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. I forgot to get this one ready because normally we don't have to do it anymore, right? Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, I can do this really quick. Let's see here.
Yeah, but we're sport mood now.
Here we go.
Or anticipation.
Yeah, here he goes. We can't hear him, but he's doing his thing. There we go. Troll Snail got you there, or whatever your fucking punk ass name is anyway, you know. Get out of my chat, you bitch. So that was entertaining. What should we do next?
I don't know. Hit the other button.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
And now for something completely different.
Camel toes.
Not again.
That was last night's discussion.
Oh.
There's nothing new.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe what's her name is watching and the dog is barking at Buckchuck, so we'll just go "Arr, arr, arr, yeah. Arr, I'm coming to
No,
get
she
you,
doesn't
puppy.
know I'm on tonight. She
I'm
doesn't know
gonna
I'm
get
on
you,
tonight.
puppy. Okay.
For those of you who don't understand the context, Helena, one of my co-directors for Project Constantine, has a giant Rottweiler. He's a complete sweetheart, by the way. But
You don't like
When,
Buckchuck.
yeah. So when she sees Helena was watching the stream and she saw Buckchuck and was like barking at him and running towards him and trying to bite him and stuff. So yeah.
That's funny.
PJ in the chat says, you haven't spoken about dog poo again yet. No, we haven't yet. Yet. It's on
We're
the topics.
Yeah, we're still investigating the mystery of the missing white poop issue, but we will get to it. Well,
Yana is too young to even remember what white dog poo was like. No idea. We'd have to find some pictures first to, educate Yana.
of course we do. Just to make sure we offend everybody who might be eating their dinner right now.
I imagine if I went to Midjourney and asked it to do an image of white dog poo, it would just go, I have no idea. I have no reference to
It would show you,
I've got nothing from my learning to learn about white dog poo.
it would show you a white dog taking a poo because it wouldn't get it, right? That's what would happen, man.
Anyway, I just want to say right now, everybody give PJ some love in the chat tonight because he had to go to a little close friend of his yesterday, and it was very, very sad. So everybody give PJ a bit of love tonight. Thank you very much.
PJ lost his
Thanks, PJ, for hanging in.
Yeah, PJ lost his beloved pet, and it's that's sad news indeed.
Yeah, but anyway,
yeah,
onwards and upwards.
Barry Mundy comes in with a super chat. Barry Mundy, bloody big fish. I always got to say that when I see that name because it's that Crocodile Dundee thing, right? G'day, super crew from Australia. Say g'day. The Harry listed in first time. Super cool.
Was that your Australian accent?
Sort of, not really.
Okay.
I'm just kind of being. Yeah, no, I don't do accents well at all. But I can mimic people if I repeat exactly what they've said before. Then it works for me, right?
You can't even do a Canadian accent.
Not
No,
really.
he can do it. He can do it. I was able to tell he's Canadian.
Well, there's a flag behind me, so I'm not sure you're proving genius here.
No, I actually didn't notice the flag until you mentioned it. It's like it took me like 2 or 3 streams to notice the flag. Actually, I
That's
kept
funny.
thinking it was a door behind you. I thought the red was the door.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm just noticing like you've got a flag, Yana's got a flag,
And you're in a swamp, a
and
bog.
You know what? I'm the only one who doesn't have a flag.
Oh, you got to put a flag up.
Okay.
Put up something that put up a flag of
Something unique.
Yeah, something that's very much something you endorse.
Yeah, there we go. There's a flag for you. I can't really show it very well though, unfortunately.
You just have to keep talking, then people can see it.
Let's get rid of that bit. Behind me.
Yeah.
There we go. That's safe.
Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. Say something now so everybody can see.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of safe. They still can't see the bloody thing, so I'll have to make it smaller. Oh, help me, children.
Yeah. LSA. That's Loser Supply Agency. So look them up.
Oh my goodness.
I've got ears now. Ears.
People say we're the type to take advantage of a situation and go for the cheap joke, but I swear that cost us at least $350. So,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, we have to go for the cheap joke because we don't get enough super chats in for the expensive.
Shelley Winters wants to know, what is LSA?
It's that endorser twits, little like that's
what they call their gang.
Yeah, like
Okay,
the fellow babies and the
can we-
rollers and stuff. Except it has much more of a swamp creature, loser, festering wart on your foot kind of connotation to it. So,
Oh my word, I'm loving chat's replies. Little scrotum army. It's the cult.
I think LSA means love sex anally. Was it annually? Yeah, it might be annually. Might have got that wrong. Once a year.
Little sausage affliction.
Hey, I got one of those.
Yeah, but it's not an affliction; it's a reality. See, you cope with it differently, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you know what? I'm doing
Oh,
that.
okay. Shirley's just in now. She's like calling them Limb Sausage Army now that she knows who it is. She's
Yeah.
Limb Sausage Army
I'm
now.
Lubrication saves the anus.
I'm taking that bloody thing down.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're an American who takes offense to that and you want to do the whole court thing, just remember the channel is registered in Canada. Okay.
Suck it, bitches. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sue Yana, she's in South Africa. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't sue Yana. Don't sue Yana.
No, sue me. I have a big garbage can, so I have room for extra paperwork. Send it over. I don't give a shit.
Oh, they said something nasty about us.
Yeah. Exactly.
We haven't even started.
Yeah. Let me get 12 beer in, and then I'll make you mad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my word. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we talking about? White dog poo. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, we technically never stopped, if you think about it.
Well, let's face it. As far as white dog poo is concerned, we've only just scratched the surface.
What did you find underneath?
I feel like I need to Google it, but I'm scared for what I'm gonna find.
Could somebody in the chat please Google white dog poo for Yana and let us know what you come up with?
Because
Yeah.
if it's gonna be just a picture of white dog poo, then I mean,
Well, you got imagination. You can imagine what that looks like.
yeah, is it just that, or is there something I'm missing?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out, Yana. This is one of the big mysteries in life. You know, years and years ago, the pavements used to be festooned with white dog poo, and then it all seemed to disappear, and no one knows why.
Yeah, it was a plague upon the human race, and now it's just vanished like the dodo bird. You know, I don't.
No, Mama Duck, from what I'm gathering is we're not talking about white dogs whose poo is normal colored. We're talking about poo that is white. But that's what we don't know. That's the whole thing we don't know.
Yeah, we're not being
Well, that
racist.
Dunk and Dick won't tell me.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's dogs that poo white. Why did they used to do it, and why don't they now? Coming up tonight on W5. That's just
Yeah. The new series on the History Channel, White Dog Poo and What Happened to Him.
We're getting really good
ancient
tips like
aliens.
don't eat yellow snow. Okay.
Yeah.
High calcium from eating bones. That's what we're getting. Turns the poop white.
Oh.
Interesting.
The dog is sick or has a parasitic infection. Welcome to the Shills with vet tips.
Now, I didn't realize it would be someone like you, Yana, who would come on the show and put us right with the details on this. So thank you for that.
They must
This be sold.
they must study white dog poop in like university over in South Africa there. I mean, she's really got the educational background.
That was chat. It's your chat.
Probably get paid millions at the time to study this.
What can be learned from the DNA alone, right? You know,
Can we cure cancer yet? No, we're too busy figuring out the white dog poo stuff. Come on. Once we figured out the white dog poo, then we move on to cancer.
yes, and but we have to do these things in order, right?
Yeah.
And in order for me to do these things, I need a drink. So I'll be right back.
The other great questions in life are penguins taking the piss by dressing as waiters? These are the sort of things we need to figure out.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
So what's your favorite mystery then that you can think of or can't think of? Because if you can't think of it, it's even more of a mystery.
Yeah, that is actually true. I don't know, but one thing that struck with me is I'm gonna make something up, don't worry. But the one thing that's been like weird for me is when you guys were talking about it on the 42 show earlier this week, that whole Loch Ness expedition thing.
Oh god.
It's like, I was because I went back and I read, I found the article and I read through it and I'm like, this is so weird. Like, this is so much effort and money and and then I've got this problem with bad spelling and bad grammar and everything. Like it's a pet peeve of mine. And the Independent.
I won't send you many emails, I'll tell you.
No, my problem is when it comes to news publications. Then I expect a certain level of editorial standards.
Yeah.
But I guess in the independent.co.uk doesn't fall in that, doesn't consider themselves professional enough to do that, to spell NASA, which is an acronym and should be spelled in all caps.
Yeah.
As all caps, because it's just NASA with a capital A, lowercase ASA. And I'm like, no, but maybe it was just a typo once. I'm like, nope, all throughout the article.
At least put the dots in between the letters.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I'm just like, okay, we don't care about anything anymore, I guess.
No, you're right. They're journalists.
Okay, so a couple of people in the chat here were like, well, come on, we got to see this white dog poop. Well, there's always that thing in life. Careful what you wish for. So, yeah, hold on. It's been done. So here's one. That's white dog poop. Yeah. It's here. Let me
so it was literally just white dog poo. Okay.
Yeah, and here's another one. Oh, that's.
I don't know. I thought it was like code word for something.
Yeah. So there we go. Proof it's real.
Can we get the metadata on that image to find out when that picture was taken?
77.
Someone had a good camera in 1977 to take pictures like. Can you imagine taking your photos, your negatives down to snappy snaps?
Dog shit.
in amongst all your holiday photos, on the beach, some pictures of white dog poo. Yeah, it's for our records because in the future people will need to know. They won't know. It's one of those sort of things about mysteries. If people didn't record it back then, we wouldn't have this data now. They had the foresight to know that maybe in the future white dog poo will disappear. And to make sure they have a record of it right now.
No, I think it's more a thing of they were like, it's not supposed to be white. We should study it. I think that's why.
I got it now. And it turns out people have been studying it because we have an answer. Shayna Caldwell, our moderator in the chat there, figured this out. She posted it up in our back chat that you can't be a part of because you're not one of the team.
Not one of us.
But white dog poop in the 70s was very quick to disappear. The cause was commercial dog food that was rich in beef and bone meal, which had a high calcium content. When calcium requirements were changed, the color, consistency, and smell, they had to throw that one in, of dog waste were forever changed. And this is why we don't see white dog poop anymore.
Oh,
okay.
So there you go.
Got it.
You know, we're not just goof offs and whatnot, but we offer good consumer advice as well.
Science. We do proper science here.
That's right.
Yeah, that's several miles per hour. You know, back to the Nessie thing. Do you know what's really funny? When I was like an ickle little boy, you know, we went to Loch Ness. It was part of our little trips up into Scotland, like we did every fucking year into Scotland to see the relatives. But yeah, we stopped by Loch Ness, and I remember even back then,
it's like driving through a peat bog.
Well, you know, even back then, we had that there was like a voluntary team of people, of explorers, with boats and stuff, and they had like a little I say a museum, it was a shed on the side of the loch. You know, it's like you know, they were out looking for Nessie. So that's been happening since, well, I was a little boy, so I'd have been at 8. So that's, you know, well, it's good old 50 years of study. Of, you know, yeah, volunteers, scientists, people.
Was the first mate's name Gilligan? I mean, it's just,
it's, you know, at some days it was like that scene in Jaws when you know all the people in the town go out in their boats hunting for you know the shark. You know, there would just be like boats herring up and down the loch trying to find Nessie. The fucker's not there.
That's like asking NASA to mount a search for Santa Claus and his true location in the North Pole, right?
Yeah. Well, it's next door to Superman, surely. Yeah.
I think
Everyone knows he's in the South, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, I think, you know, that whole link with Superman and Santa Claus being in the North. I did my own research and I figured this out. Santa leases him the land. And that's why he's up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Superman be paying rent. That's why he's still got to be a reporter and stuff, right?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, worst disguise ever.
What? Father Christmas?
Give me some money.
It's a brilliant. You know, Father Christmas is a brilliant disguise because you can walk the streets of New York and there's thousands of them. You can never find the real one. Whereas Superman, you got one guy who works in a newspaper and then occasionally dresses as Superman, and then one nut job who's outside of a cinema theater somewhere, you know, taking photographs of tourists. There's only 2 Supermen out there.
Oh my goodness!
And one of them can't fly. And I'll leave it up to you to guess which one can't fly.
No, but you guys know Wired, like the magazine.
Yeah.
But they also have like a YouTube channel, and they often have this like Wired expert discussion, like I think technique critique. No, that's someone else. But whatever.
It's all technique here.
And they had the CIA, the former CIA head of disguises on there, on one of their things, and she was looking through and talking about like different disguises from movies.
Yana, wait.
Yes.
Let's step back 1 second. The CIA head of disguises.
Yes.
Are you sure that's not a Monty Python sketch?
No, it's headed up by Frank Oz.
Okay, so yeah, okay, we confirmed that the CIA have a head of disguises. He's
got 20,000 different mustaches and glasses and stuff, right?
Okay, Bond, here's your special mustache for disguise. Sorry, Anna, I interrupted. Please continue.
Okay, former CIA chief of disguise. That's what she was called. Not the head of disguise, the chief of disguise. My apologies. Okay. And what she does is they kind of went and she like reviewed like disguises from movies and everything, and rated them, and like looked at scenes and would like say, yeah, this one's good, this one's bad, or whatever. Um, and specifically, she would say like, why is this one good? Would they use this in a what is going on with my computer? Okay, now it's good again, I think. Yeah. Like, why is this one good? Why is this one bad? And then there's that one scene with Clark Kent with his glasses. And she's like, really? Really? It's like- she's like, this is a terrible disguise. It's like erase the disguise as well.
The woman, the whole thing with Lois Lane being a Pulitzer Prize winning reporter and whatnot, and she can't figure out that the two dudes are the same because he's got clear glasses on. It's just it's proof that if you want to play in the comic-y superhero world, you have to put all reason aside and just watch the show. Otherwise, you ruin it as soon as you think.
Yeah. Now, wait. If you look at Lois Lane's character, she's always so blinkered and focused on what she's doing, and she'll be storming through the newsroom.
That's true.
Taking absolutely no notice of anybody else in the room, and she'll just be like barking out orders and all sorts of stuff happening. Yeah,
yeah, but by the time she's getting all creamy and whatnot over soup and stuff, she should start to actually,
someone is just pointing out like, yeah, guys, comics is fantasy, and I'm like, yeah, we're trying to find technicalities and like for technical flaws in a comic book story.
But that's why we call it PubChat, because it really is the bullshit you talk about when you're sitting around with your friends in a pub.
So I wonder what this ex-director of disguises in the CIA thought of Peter Sellers when he was
hard to recognize him in a crowd.
Jacques Clouseau dresses the sailorman with the inflatable parrot. Now,
that was actually one of the stuff she reviewed as well. Like one of this, well, not that specific one, but she reviewed one of the like old Pink Panther scenes as well. She reviewed that as well. It was really interesting. She's actually married to the guy who the movie Argo is based on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's married to him. Yeah.
How did she know he might be in disguise?
Exactly. Yeah, it actually could be, Peter Sellers.
Didn't you have a beard earlier a minute ago? Nope.
Yeah.
I'll put these glasses on.
It's really Forrest Whitaker in disguise. Why? You look tired. We had a direct donation come in here from Demetrius Segovus. I think I actually almost said that right the second time. And
got some super chats to catch up on as well there.
Yeah. So guys, where did Patrick VM disappear? YAME. YouTuber Chat Roulette. Chat Roulette. I don't think they allow that on YouTube. Does anybody recognize the name there?
No idea.
Demetrius, a little bit more context there. Just tag at Dr. Dawson. Put the dot after the D so it makes my thing orange, so I see you've done it. Just give me a little more context on that. But that's a direct donation in, so boom, it goes. And now there's another one too. For the beer fund. Oh, we need a sound that just goes like ching. We need a sound for that. And it's for the beer fund. No shit from Brother Lee Marley himself. So thank you very much, very much. And basically what he did was donate a 6-pack into the beer fund based on current Canadian prices. And
Yeah, we know we was going to get that.
yeah, and I'll be going to get that in about an hour. So thank you very much. So yeah, that was Lee Marley. And then there's what? We got a super chat here from 56 Nick Rich. Is that right? Yeah. I got that. Grab some rolling papers. Oh, yeah, dude. You know what? I go for the zigzag blues. I like those. So, absolutely. You know, there's a time and a place for a pipe, but sometimes it's just a little bit harsh on things and you want to roll one. So, that works good. So, huge shout out to everybody. Thank you very much there. Duncan, you were going to talk about your addiction to Viagra and how it seems to be helping your marriage.
Oh,
I don't know about my
you're
marriage.
terrible.
It couldn't save our marriage.
No, pills like that are just a fantasy that could go unfulfilled and leave you in front of the computer, right? I know the feeling.
I could tell you some sad stories, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there's none of that hanky panky stuff anymore. It's impossible with her pain.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I know all about that pain stuff.
I just ruined your gag.
Yeah, no, he made it all real and stupid to make me look like an idiot. But
I mean, I don't mind the Viagra. It's just somewhere to hang the towels while they're drying. You know, it's great.
I take one every Sunday when she does the wash.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Except with my little member, I can only hang handkerchiefs and things like that. I can't do full towels.
Lee Marley in the chat there says, we're good influences on you, Dr. Dawson. Damn right. You know, anybody who chips into like the beer fund or whatever is the kind of person that I just want to put my arm around and say thank you to.
You wouldn't believe how quiet, shy, and retired Dick Dawson was when I first met him. He was just like a little mouse sitting in the corner, and I started talking to him, and he just became this like loud mouth cock. Just, I don't.
Dunk tried to teach me how to be cool, and I just ran amok with it and ruined it.
We used to call him Mousy Dawson.
There is a bit of truth to that. It's funny, you know.
Look what you have created, this monster.
My masterpiece. It lives. It's alive. It's alive.
Dick, I am your father.
Oh dear. Yeah, you're next, Iana.
Next with what?
Well, reshaping and mastering into the monster that you're going to become.
Got it.
He's going to teach you how to swear on the air and be vulgar.
I'm holding back, guys.
Don't.
I'm holding back.
Don't. I always get judged on a scale and nobody else is on it, so I need some help here.
Yeah. None of that. So like none of that kind of like stuff around here. Yeah, it's all filth. It's all filth.
It was funny on the Ukrainian update show. I went like 45 minutes, almost an hour without like swearing or anything. And then I purposely just couldn't hold it back anymore. And I did that. I haven't even said fuck, fuckity, fuck for a bit.
It was hilarious though when my cousin was a kid, like when he was younger. My aunt and uncle told him he's not allowed to swear. Okay, so he's walking around the house and like I'm Afrikaans. Okay, so he's walking around the house and he's like in Afrikaans saying he's like, I'm not allowed to say shit. I'm not allowed to say cock. I'm not allowed to say poes. I'm not allowed to say doos. I'm not allowed to say fuck. He's just like going on saying everything. Like really upset, like listing everything he's not allowed to say.
Maybe you should be writing that down.
but obviously being on purpose. Ask kids like who are his age were.
Now, Yana was telling us a great story after the show yesterday, and Yana, you don't have to tell us the whole story, but I'm just going to get her to say just one thing, and then you can just imagine, imagine the problems that this word can cause. The Afrikaans word for team, Yana. What is the Afrikaans word for team for 12 points?
Spun.
That's not the one you said yesterday.
I think that's what I'm thinking. I don't. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's the Afrikaans word for side.
Oh,
not
side,
team.
side. Sorry. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Afrikaans word for side is kant.
Every Scotsman's favorite word, right there.
well, now I've said team. Maybe we should make that one spit sweary and funny. Like the sport. Yeah, no, I ruined that. Sorry about that, everybody.
Our word for Tues, the Afrikaans word for Tues is kies. So people are always people always joke about that. And then the Afrikaans word for subject, like the subject that you have at school, is fuck. And
wow,
and just
that rounds up school completely.
Yeah. Hey, you want to grab some lunch? No, I gotta go. Fuck.
Yeah,
it's spelled VAK. It's VAK.
We're not swearing now, YouTube. Figure it out.
So our teacher's called fuckers.
Yes, guys. Choose a side would be kies a kant.
Okay, we are now getting into the coverage of sports events, but we're going to be speaking in other languages to keep it funny. Okay, everybody, kies a cunt. And fight. No, it's just
you know, you and me, Dick, we've been talking about stuff in the background about doing like a sports presentation of stuff.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into details, but we definitely need to have a Afrikaans speaking member of our sports reporting team.
Oh yes, yeah. You're going to be the foreign correspondent there, Anna.
CF just posted. She's like, "We are now demonetized officially."
We demonetized, but you through the bloody title sequence. Don't worry about it.
How long? Yeah, but then we've been live for almost an hour. For it to take that long is actually impressive for us. Definitely. I think we'll have to create a sorority out of this. I need to refill my glass. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Again, he just needs to get bigger glasses. Honest to God, we're gonna have to sew his mouth up a bit, so as a slow down. Get a straw, Dawson. Oh dear.
Yeah, no.
Well, we've done the white dog poo. We've done your favourite mysteries. We've done the Afrikaans language and its hilarious uses. Where do we go next? You pick a subject.
PT fella wants to know why Dick doesn't just bring the bottle of beer with him.
Well, I do each time, and I fill up my glass, but then I have to go get another one, right?
Got it.
Yeah, there has been talk that I should get a bar fridge because then I wouldn't have to keep getting up. But then you would hear it kick in and hum and stuff on the microphone, and I'm not doing that. But
I think you should just get a pipe from the brewery, for crying out loud.
Just get a tube, right? Yeah. I can connect it IV style when I go to bed.
is the only house in the complex with hot and cold running beer.
Wouldn't that be awesome? You could just go into your kitchen and just, open the tap and grab a beer, to have your own.
Goodness.
That'd be amazing.
Well, it would change your golden showers that you have.
Yeah, I'd get nothing done, but I'd sure have a good time doing it.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, well, you knew what you were coming for, Yana. Come
True,
on, you can't
true,
be
true.
surprised.
No, that's true.
Let's ask everybody in the chat. Isn't it great to have Yana on for PubChat, where it's not all, very hardcore focused and whatnot, and we can just hang out and chatter? Isn't that nice?
What do you mean focused? When have we ever done a pub chat where it's focused?
No, he's saying it's not focused.
Yeah, as compared to the Ukraine show and, our Ukraine update where,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, see, everybody likes having Yana in for the chat.
Is Greg Terry coming?
That impersonation he did of me just still makes me laugh my head off. I've rewatched it like 3 times and I still die laughing.
Oh my goodness.
And funny thing is I other than on purpose, I haven't actually done that much since then. It's kind of like him and his mother sat down and they're like, how do we just clean that guy up a little,
They must be praying hard and it's working.
It could be. Could be. It seems everything works for Greg. So, like.
You will be saved, Dr. Dawson. You will be saved.
When we were talking about how the Russians sent a helicopter up with a priest so they could pray for the flood victims instead of actually trying to save them, even Greg saw that as ridiculous, right? Like you pray for the ones you can't rescue, but you try to rescue the people you can, you morons, right?
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You end up being like Morgan Freeman and the waters receded. That disaster movie he was in. He does the big speech at the end. Yeah.
I know one of my Ukrainian friends said Ukrainians are now also referring to Russia as the 404 country.
Yeah.
Anything to not call it by its name.
Yeah. Orchistan.
And I'm like, Orchistan, Muscovy, which is the most accurate one to call it, let's be honest.
Toontown.
But, what?
Toontown.
Toontown. Yeah. You get that guy running around, the detective guy.
Sorry, Jan. That's a Roger Rabbit reference.
Never mind.
I've watched it, actually.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I wonder if that's worth rewatching again. Anybody watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the last 10 years?
I think I was I watched it when I was 12 or 13 and it gave me a nightmare.
The guy who plays the detective, is that the guy who played Mario in that awful 90s movie? Is it the same guy?
Bob Hoskins, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I've heard him say he really regrets doing the Mario movie.
Well, people still love it, so he shouldn't. You do get these sort of thing where actors they do take roles and they go like, I really regret doing that. Well, you got paid, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's always interesting for me when people are like, it's the same with actors who get into those hectic get into franchises and they're like, this franchise ruined my life, and I'm like,
but didn't it
who
pay
are
for
you?
your
You're
home?
so rich.
Yeah, exactly. You have a summer home and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, you can't get a different. You're struggling to get casted again, but you're basically set for life with money.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's like Harrison Ford was complaining about Star Wars while making Star Wars.
Yeah. I know
and
people
nobody had seen it.
I know people that regret working at the dollar store, but they don't get to whine about it on the red carpet.
Yeah, they're not in for the percentages.
Exactly. Yeah, they didn't get the Alex Guinness deal, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, no, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it's
myself,
crazy.
I went into the whole music thing after high school and everything, right? I've told the story many times. But I
I
had
haven't
no.
heard it, so it's
Oh.
new. Thanks.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, after high school, I went right to audio engineering school for 2 years, and then just jumped right into playing in bands and stuff. Like even in high school, when I was 17, I got to play in some bands that played professional gigs, and they would let me on stage to play, and then they would kick me out instantly because I wasn't even old enough to really be staff, right? You know, like got to
Yeah.
be 18 to serve beer, you know, and it was cool. And I had a great time doing music and everything, but I never had a drive to be like famous
Mm.
because the whole thing
That's
of
why you're on this show.
exactly, right? That's why, you know, you and I do the 42 show because I figured you could keep it from being famous, right? You know.
I'm trying.
but the drive to be a professional musician was there, but I didn't want to be that person that had to do all those ridiculous like little interviews and dance around in music videos and stuff. And I had more fun being like a session player, and I heard myself on the radio a bunch of times and so on, right? I just didn't get a lot of credit for it, you know.
You could tell when he was playing. It was all the bum notes.
Exactly. You ever hear a drop string? That was me, right? You know, but not really. But you know, I was more happy doing that. I don't think I would have been very good in the spotlight. I think I would have very much resented people and been one of those guys that turned angry about it and stuff.
Well, you do that now.
Exactly. That's why I
Yeah.
figured it out, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really, someone made the point where they said, I think it was some other stand-up comedian who was making a point saying that if they want to be famous, but they want to be like drummer famous,
Anonymous famous. What?
anonymous,
Yeah.
because no one ever knows the drummers, and they were making a point saying that
Unless they're amazing, right?
no, but the specific point this guy was making was like, I think it was the drummer from Linkin Park was in Game of Thrones. He was the drummer at the Red Wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was a cameo, and no one like noticed it, paid attention to
I
it.
thought you said he was a camel. No, he obviously went to the CIA.
I thought we were going back
disguise
to the conversation about the toe and whatnot, right? You know.
Oh, we're bringing it back full circle. Like, I think, yeah, and it's just like, oh, it's.
Do you see the
Chat is-
look of
Chat is
regret on
correcting
her
me.
face as she talks
No,
to us now?
No, chat is correcting me. Chat is correcting me. But
I'm not sure that's called corrections.
no. I'm meaning someone said like, or the bass player.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with regards to either the drummer or the bass player. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
right.
what do you
Same
call
guy.
what do you call a bass player without a girlfriend? Homeless.
Oh my word. So yeah, it was it was like he just goes anywhere. It was someplace else. He also just went, and he just shows up, and like he can go anywhere.
Mhm.
No one knows what he looks like because nobody
Yeah.
cares.
That's like
Well-
Steve Lukather. He was the guitar player in Toto. You know, like the songs
Yeah.
Africa and whatnot.
Yeah, the one you use to test your audio.
Exactly. Good call. And but he was also the guitar player that plays the rhythm for Michael Jackson's Beat It, and he was in the studio with unbelievable legends of rock and roll, and yet he can go down to the pub and order a cheeseburger and have a beer without anybody bugging him. That's a career in music, right?
Yeah. It's funny
Nice.
because I used to see a lot of this going on when I'm working in town in London.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're working in Soho, so the place is just like full of famous people walking backwards and forwards all the time. And there was a 80s band called Bros. years and years. Well, I say years ago. What am I saying? It was in the 80s. You can figure that math out yourself. But there was so one of the singers in
That
Bros.
is 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, you had these twins, twin boys, and they had this like you know, real crappy band, but they became mega famous, and people would literally
Tears for Fears?
No, it was Bros. It was called Bros.
I'm kidding.
Turkey. But yeah, people would literally like chase them down the streets. But then one day when I was working, I was, you know, walking along, you know, the road in you know, in Soho, and there he was sitting on a table outside of this cafe, just sitting there. And you could tell on the look of his face, he was going, "Oh, for Christ's sake, somebody recognize me!" and also, you go round to the corner to this little Irish pub that just sold fantastic Guinness. It was amazing, and you'd find Suggs, you know, just standing outside talking to his mates. You know, Suggs from Madness.
Oh yeah. Our house.
Yeah, exactly.
In the middle of our street. Our house. I love those guys.
And ironically, he would be just standing in this middle of the street drinking a Guinness outside this pub.
Awesome.
And you know, just you know, they go, "Oh, hi, Suggs." You know, just wave. You know, just leave him be. Yeah, it's funny.
Or on old Top Gear when Clarkson roped in what's his name from the Human League into a skit he was doing where he was rolling a Reliant Robin all over town, and he had celebrities kind of rolling the car back up on its wheels for him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. Yeah.
Yeah. He had the guy that owns all the stripper bars.
Yeah.
Somebody out of lap dancing clubs.
Stringfellow.
Yeah, Stringfellow. Yeah. That's an amazing skit. It's one of the funniest things ever. Even if you're not a car person, go on YouTube when we're done and search Jeremy Clarkson Reliant Robin, and you will laugh your fucking head off. It's one of the funniest things I ever seen.
ADHD book.
Yeah. Oh, you got to see it, Yana. It's so hilarious.
Is that and then next to the note is "Kill Dick Dawson."
Yeah. Never come on this show again.
Kill him.
Yeah. Kill him now.
Do it.
That's funny.
You know, it's like 1:45 in the morning here, and
Yeah.
I was like speaking to my mom earlier because I was over at my parents earlier this evening, or yesterday evening, whenever times. And I was speaking to my parents, and I told my mom this, and she's like, "How are you gonna do that? That's when you sleep." And she's like, "Oh wait, I forgot. You don't really have a sleeping schedule." And I'm like, "Thanks, Mom."
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing of being somebody that's involved in social media or podcasting and YouTubing and stuff on an international scale. It screws your whole life up, right?
Mm.
If it wasn't for me having Felix and speaking of which, I got a Felix update coming up. But without that whole thing, I would probably, sleep, go to bed early and wake up early so that I was more in sync with the UK time zone, right? Speaking of which, though,
coolest.
Yeah. But speaking of which, so a lot of the fellow babies watching this show right now pitched in and helped very much so with my son's computer upgrade. He's got a new cool Apple Silicon Mac Mini in the box sitting there, and he's got a new 27-inch monitor sitting there in the box and everything, and it's awesome. And he is finally home tonight. I did see him today. He had a bit of a day with Mom. And but I calmed him down over at Grandma's, and then he wanted to stay for supper. So he's coming home tonight at about 7:00 or so Pacific time, which is, I don't know, 2-ish hours. And we're going to film him unboxing everything so that everybody can see it after. It'll be really cool. But yeah, we're almost ready. I even got the time machine backup of his old computer done. And we're so close. It's going to be awesome.
Now, we should point out that Time Machine is an application used on Macs. It's not like he's got DeLorean parked outside.
Yeah. Well, I did say time machine backup, so I thought your average person
Yeah,
would,
it's the
you know.
backup time machine in case the main one gets broken and you have
That's
to
right.
go back in time again.
Yeah, we have a petrol-powered nuclear time machine, but we also have Mr. Fusion as a backup, right?
Obviously, I mean, we all have to have our main time machine and our backup time machine. It's
And of
very
course, Mr.
important.
Fusion is powered by white dog poo.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my
It should be called
goodness.
Mr. Fusion.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, Dick, delay. It finally sinks in.
I was typing at the same time, and you know, there's that whole delay where the masculine brain multitasks by putting one aside to do the other, right?
And of course, it's been hampered down by the liquidized bread you're consuming as
exactly.
well.
Yeah, you know,
The brain dysfunction juice.
yeah, barley sandwich does slow you down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm about to end a 6-pack and start a second one, so it's one of those, you know. Felix and I
Fun
will
evenings.
definitely be having movie night, but we actually have clear skies, and we did recently just buy a second telescope to put in our arsenal. We love astronomy and stuff in my family, and we've always had a really nice Newtonian scope. Not really nice; it's actually kind of garbage, but I bought a bunch of eyepieces and stuff to make it with a Newtonian telescope, the big round ones with the reflection, and you look up at the top of the tube. The eyepiece dictates the magnification. So you go and you buy a telescope for $400, only to realize you have another $300 or $400 to spend on accessories, right? And I spent all that money, and then the tripod broke. And so I was looking for a replacement, and it was like $160 or something like that. And then locally at a thrift store, I found instead of an equatorial mount that follows the curve of the earth, like the one we have, I found an azimuth mount that's more like a camera tripod where you just point and shoot at what you want. But it had the same tripod and everything. So now we have a refractor telescope, the long, skinny one, and we have a reflector, the big one. And Felix is going to be home tonight, and it's finally clear skies. First time we've had a chance to use it. So it'll be really cool. I can't wait.
He's not going to give a shit about that if you've got boxes of stuff. You know, I don't want to look outside.
Oh, he will, though. He will, though. We've been doing astronomy stuff for a long time, but he's going to be very excited as he sits down with his computer and opens the video editor, and starts and realizes how much faster and amazing it's going to be. He's going to love it. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think he has a clue on how good it's going to be because it's one of the new Apple Silicon Mac Minis, and it's got upgraded RAM, upgraded storage, and everything. It's going to be very, very slick. He's going to love it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lauren in the chat says, do that instead of movies, the astronomy. And now that we got twin telescopes, the next purchase is going to be getting one of those eyepiece cameras because we have a nice projector, and then I could put the eyepiece camera in the telescope with the equatorial mount and use the little motor for tracking, and I could put it up on our big projector. What we do around here in spring and fall is I get all the neighborhood kids around because it gets dark early enough, and they all get their blankets and stuff, and we bring our movie projector out, and we beam a video on the side of the house, like
so
drive-in
cool.
movie night, right?
That's
So I'm
so
gonna.
cute.
What I want to do is get a camera for the telescope so we could beam astronomy onto the wall
Now,
through the projector.
I don't want to break your bubble on this. It's a lovely idea. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a telescope, point it at the sky, put a camera in the eyepiece, and then project what's coming out the eyepiece onto a screen so people can see the sky.
Yeah, but it's not just the
That's
sky.
already being projected by God's lovely work.
But you can see the Orion Nebula as a tiny little thing under the belt, or you can use a telescope and go, "Holy crap, that's amazing!" Right? And I have.
Well, you can project it back into the sky again, so you're augmenting the reality.
That sounds like a Samsung phone cheating the moon picture.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the actual sky. We're gonna put a big screen up over the Earth, and it's gonna project an augmented reality of the sky onto the sky.
I'll show you what you could have seen if I hadn't put the projector screen there so that it was blocking your view. Right? That's what I'm gonna, and it's gonna cost about $30 billion, and we're gonna start crowdfunding it next month.
you get those like Stellarian apps and things like that when you got an iPad and then you just like point it at the sky and then it will show you an overlay of all these like all the constellations and like what do you call those the Sagittarius like Greek gods and things like that all those
constellations. You said the word already. You can move on.
No, but the actual graphics of the image of the person, it's supposed to be, more augmented than an actual. Why can't we just do that? Why can't we just like project into the sky right now with lasers and holograms and shit, so we can just look up at the sky and just see the constellations all marked out in the sky for us? Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, let's crowdfund that.
Okay, so
start tonight.
We're going to crowdfund a new style of holographic projector that works in the sky so that we can look up and actually see Sagittarius and Orion.
See your zodiac.
Yeah.
It can't be hard because the flat earthers already tell us that all that's been projected anyway. So all we're just doing is augmenting the programming. Surely it can't be that hard.
We're just bringing it home for them, right? I've always, speaking of flat earthers, I've always wondered if they will ever come up with an explanation for the fact that somebody in Australia sees different constellations than I do in North America.
They have come with an explanation.
What is that explanation?
Heroin addiction?
It's fake. It's lies. It's not true.
Australia doesn't exist.
That's actually been done many times. Australia is fake, and they actually knock you out on the plane as you go there and take you somewhere else. It's not true.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think Australia was somewhere in Argentina, apparently.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a country club. It's really cool, though.
Oh my word!
There's all those people. Yeah, or go back to the CIA Department of Disguises again, because all those people who have to dress up as kangaroos and koalas.
Somebody
can't exist.
Somebody in the chat put Square Earth. Duncan Stewart. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Is he gone again? God, he's leaking. we got to get him checked out because that beer is not going. It's just going in one hole and out another one somewhere. Going straight through.
But the Square Earth thing makes me think of the only place I've seen that is like, you guys remember the animated movie Sinbad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they had a Square Earth there. That's like the only place I've ever seen.
Oh, now you've done it. You told the flat earthers where to go get their research from.
Yeah, but hold on. Look. I've got a Square Earth. I actually did the thing and printed it out, and I've got Cube Earth right here in my hand. Right? So it turns out the Borg were correct, and it's better to do things in cubes.
Yeah. Well, Yana, the clouds were photoshopped because they have to be.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only fake part.
You can't see the top, but there's a couple of polar bears up there that are really confused, Anybody who wants, I will put the PDF for that printout in Discord. And what I wrapped it around was a Ryzen 5 3600 processor box, and it worked perfect. So I'll give you the dimensions.
Yeah, we need a PDF room on the Discord, so we got all the useful PDFs, like cigarette papers when you roll it out and you run out of those, and toilet paper, so you can just print out your own.
Yeah, or dollar
All those
bills.
useful-
I have a PDF
dollar
for that,
bills.
and it saves me
Yeah.
a lot of money, right?
Mhm. Yeah, we need to get a whole load of PDFs in there just for as a resource.
Yeah.
Just making sure taxman's gonna come knocking.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
yeah.
like-
Yeah, I don't let him in.
Oh, okay.
That's because we wear disguises.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was sent a mustache. Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, he got a beard and a free gourd.
Yeah. And a suspiciously strange set of one sandal.
Follow the shoe. Follow the gourd.
And now for something completely different.
Camel toes.
Not again.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Bison and why they should be the other meat. This all coming up and more on PubChat.
Oh,
And
my
over
word.
to Yana for the travel.
To our foreign correspondent.
Oh my word.
Life
I
moves
was not
pretty
prepared.
fast. If you
I
don't
was not
stop and
prepared.
yeah. That's the problem, though. We never are, right?
Got it. Are you planning on changing that, or are we just gonna continue to wing it?
No. Yeah, wing it. On a wing and a prayer.
What else do you think you're going to do around here, Yana? you're new to this show, aren't you? Just go to the green room. Going, what's the next subject? Well, there's nothing.
It's called bullshit.
Boy,
Keep up.
I'm just going to check the subjects room on Discord. I'm just checking right now. Yeah, I'm looking at the subjects. Yeah, we got nothing. That's why we have to make this shit up as we go along.
I just hear the voices of 1,000 bugs crying out in terror, and then we're silenced. Okay.
Oh my word.
So since I'm not going to Alcoholics Anonymous anytime soon, I'm going to go get a beer.
Again? God's sake.
As opposed to what? How can you go and
It's
get
really
another
good.
beer without it being again?
Again?
We know
Get
that's
water.
straight. No, that we know that's straight vodka. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh my word. So
So
We
next time
have-
you see your parents, you're gonna have to tell them that you're very, very sorry that you. Did I was on the show last night? Did you see it? Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're
So sorry.
no,
So
my parents go
sorry.
to bed. They go to bed. Like my mom's just like, I think she watched the first stream I was on. The first stream I was on was Rick's stream, and then she found out it was 7 or 8 hours long.
Oh,
And then she was like, I'm not watching that.
It's like a love affair all wrapped up in one show. It just it's I don't know how me myself, with the physical ailments and stuff, I can't sit in the chair that long unless I'm wasted on
Yeah.
like New Year's, and the Shills know that. Anybody we've done like 12-hour marathon streams like that, but once a year, not daily. How does he do it? He's just I think Rick is part Terminator. He just uses his powers for good,
fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. I can't believe how he can do that, And
That
he
was crazy.
still keeps coming up with something to say after like 2.5 hours or so. It's just, the bank is dry. I got nothing.
Well, the thing is, it's not just the fact that these people are streaming for that amount of time. It's that they got the viewers.
Yeah.
How do people manage to process?
But he's smart. See, he's smart because they want the he's got the guests, but the people also want the items that are being auctioned, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it gets auctioned at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no,
It's,
Rick's streams are awesome. His streams are awesome.
You know, he got a hold of me today. He was like, "Come and join us. You know, we're having a good time on the show." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to hang out with my son for a bit and stuff. I'd love to, but you know, there's certain days of the week because of the homeschooling dad thing and stuff I do. It's just not possible, right? You know."
Lauren says Rick was going to do a short show today. He left at 6.5 hours in to come join.
Yeah,
Come watch us.
he should upload that to YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
It's the wrong frame orientation. They only take it in portrait format.
Yeah, just rotate it 90 degrees. No one cares.
Well, I know Rick is concerned about that battery health of people's cell phones, so I think he does the long streams to make sure you drain it fully and then charge it up again.
Okay, so he's doing a public service.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah. He's helping ward off the evils of e-waste by making your battery last longer.
Yeah, you should pump it into
good guy, right?
EVs and Cybertrucks and stuff like that. Just
oh my goodness.
Well, my Cybertruck would have 350 miles on it, but I am watching Rick stream at the same time. Now I've only got 10 miles left on range in my car.
Yeah. The only stream on YouTube that can drain the battery of a Tesla in one viewing.
Oh my goodness. No.
That's funny. If you think we're picking on him, we're not. Rick's a friend, so don't do that.
No, we are picking on him.
Don't start drama.
Allowed.
If you're in chat, don't start drama.
Oh, drama. Do we can do that.
Yeah, we hate drama unless we're doing it, so don't do that. No, we don't do drama at all. And picking on the endorser is not drama because, you know, he's like white dog poo. You're not really sure if he actually exists. You know?
We do drama. Remember we did that stream the other night, which was the us doing a book reading of Shakespeare's was it Henry V? We did Henry V the other night.
That's true.
You were very good as the hunchback. You were great at the background. Yeah. Once more onto the breach, dear friends. Once more. You were going. That was proper drama. You know, great.
I always put my best into those kind of things. You know.
It was the costume that was brilliant. You know.
Yeah, it hid the hump that I have a little bit. You know, it made me look a little bit more normal.
Well, it's the fact that you stuffed a second cushion up your back to hide the previous hump.
I was trying to balance it out for the camera because of the shadow and lighting in the scene, right?
Unfortunately, you did end up looking like a fucking camel, but yeah.
Not a lot of toe, though. You know.
But you've been great in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could have probably been killed quicker than Sean Bean, and he's legendary for that, right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that guy gets killed in everything he's in.
Mr. Bean, time for you to come on to set. Oh, no, hang on. He's just fallen over. He's just fallen over outside of his caravan.
Yeah.
No, you're not dead yet, Mr. Bean. Not yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mr. Bean, the machetes are sharpened. We're ready for you on set.
Oh, my word.
Some people talking about temperatures there in the chat. It was a good day here. We had 29 degrees.
Oh, okay. We're talking about temperatures, are we? Yana, what's your favorite temperature?
37 mile an hour.
0.1 Kelvin.
Can we do that in metric?
The temperature of your vodka that's in your bottle you're knocking back. Room temperature. She doesn't care.
Well, no, she stutters because she's already drained the vodka and now it's full of gin, right? She's on to the second bottle.
No, it's in the same bowl. It just separates.
Yeah.
It just layers out.
Layers up like one of those Christmas drinks, you know?
If you guys want, I will go get myself some proper vodka, but I'll mix it. I'll mix it
With what?
with
Whiskey?
with Oros. You guys don't have it, but
Vermouth.
it's basically like
Eros.
Oros, Oros. It's like basically
Oros.
Oros. Yeah, it's a South African. It's like an orange flavored cordial, but it's really good.
I like in the Maritimes of Canada, there's a lime cordial drink that's really popular, and it works really good with alcohol.
Yeah, so like it's really good because unfortunately I had my whiskey liqueur is finished, which is really good. It's called Shanky's Whip. I don't know if you guys know it.
I've been
It's
to the
really
club.
good.
Lots of leather.
It's like a whiskey liqueur, but it's got this butterscotch, honey butterscotch note. And then you're like, oh, that's good. But I finished that yesterday. So now I'm like, oh no.
You
Oh,
know
I
what
just
the
have
best thing about
leftover
finishing a
vodka.
bottle of alcohol is you get to go to the store and get another one.
Yeah. But that,
Yeah, but you know what-
that
you know
must
what the
that must have been a
downside
hell of a
is?
breakfast.
Oh my
No, I've
word.
got nothing for me cornflakes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that's funny.
Okay, so I'll be right back and I'll go get my actual drink.
Yeah. All right.
Bye, guys.
Oh no, now the show's going to really fall apart.
No, now we're going to turn it into a Project Constantine fundraiser. And the longer we can keep Yana drinking, the more people are going to donate. So let's get her hammered, fellow babies. Come on. Every time you donate $5, she has to drink like 4 ounces, right? Let's go it like that.
4 ounces?
Yeah. Should be sloshed in 20 minutes. The fuck.
Yeah, no. I think we have to raise the level of funding there.
Yeah, $20 an
Yeah,
ounce,
be fair.
right?
Yeah.
$20 a shot. That's what we're gonna do. $20 a shot.
Sure. Yeah. Surely the amount that's donated has to be higher in value than the actual vodka she's drinking.
Okay, we'll go 2 to 1. So $20 for 1 ounce.
Mm.
It's 2 to 1 in my mind. So just play with me here.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, this could get fun.
I like to play.
I might have to go and get beer then.
Oh my god! I'll
Like
tell you
that's
what,
ever happened before.
I've got a feeling I'm going to be leaving you to the stream.
Yeah, I'll retitle the show 2 slobbering drunks from different continents.
No, you'll retitle the stream. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. Yeah. It'll just be one big typo without spaces or anything.
Hashtag. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's
God.
funny. Hey, we got a lot of people watching, so thanks everybody. Big thanks.
Yay. Welcome.
Yeah. And if you're new here, remember, there is a super chat button. You can use it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm starting to get finally, it's only taken 4.5 years, but I'm getting over that Canadian thing where, I don't even feel comfortable asking people to subscribe to the channel.
Do it now. Go on, let me see you do it in your best, your most,
Why?
vigorous. Come on. Do the whole thing. I want you to see it. Come on.
Okay.
I've done the training. I've given you the training. Come on.
Okay.
Go for it. Think. Deep breath.
Oh,
Think of cash.
I'm not wearing clown shoes while I do this, okay? So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel while you're here. Share is the big one. Now I can say this honestly, that did not go down well. That I don't like that.
It felt painful. That was like a hurt.
Yeah. I don't like that. But share is the one that actually does us a lot of good. If you share us out on social media and YouTube sees that a new viewer came from not a YouTube notification, but like, from, oh, good job, Yana. There we go. The alcohol be flowing. But when YouTube's analytics see that you brought a viewer from a link like on Facebook or something or whatever, YouTube takes notice to that, and it actually matters. And share is actually the biggest thing you can do. If you like what you're seeing, you like what we do, share us out. That does help. It's huge. Now I'm going to go be sick if you want to do this.
I'll do it proper if you like. Don't forget to like and share the show. Yeah, you got to like us and hit the little like button and all that kind of lovely stuff because we love it and we love it. And but anyway,
look it clean. Look it clean.
Yeah, no, that drink you didn't get it from a guy called Dave Murphy, did you?
No, who's that?
Okay, no, it's all right. We'll move on.
I feel like I need to Google something now.
No.
He's a piss drinking flat earther. Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
I don't think
Murphy.
I don't think he'd even come on Google.
Flat earther.
It's wrong on so many levels.
Have you still got the ad, Dick?
I could dig it up if you want me to play it. I know I still have it somewhere here. Let's see here. What's it called? Do you remember the channel that originally posted it? Because they took it down.
No idea. No idea. You have to try and rename these videos so you couldn't actually remember what they are.
I know it's
Oh, never mind. We'll just move on. Come on.
I'll try to find it in the back because I do know I have it. Found it.
If this is the goat, I'm gonna be annoyed.
I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I remembered the YouTube channel. That's how it worked. Okay, so hold on. I'm so not set up to do this stuff tonight. And I always been. Shut up.
Oh, boom.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that was loud. All right. So here we go. I'm going to play you something that's really funny. And it's a parody of this guy. What's his name again?
Dave Murphy.
Dave Murphy. And he is literally a piss drinking flat earther. There's a YouTube channel called Random Tings that made this. And I'm sure we're going to get a copyright because of the old Coke commercial song in it. But who fucking cares? All right, here we go.
Be no slave, and I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. I just wanna make love to you, yeah, love to you, love to you, yeah. I want to keep you into.
No.
No, it's so bad.
No.
But that guy, Dave Murphy there, he actually does promote drinking your own urine as some kind of healthy thing or something. It really does.
Or anybody else's. For that matter.
That's true. It really depends on what floor he's laying on as his mouth is open.
Oh my goodness!
Do you remember the story when he got caught giving kids popsicles?
Oh,
made from his own piss.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. It's not. He's not lying. He's not lying.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
he actually made frozen popsicles and handed out to the kiddies.
It's just the most wrong thing. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, So here, a couple of shout outs to do. We got Simon Townsend has come in as a shill apprentice, a member and all. Thank you very much. Love it. And then we got Kakaraki Fire coming in with a super chat. You meant this button? I did indeed. Thank you much, Firehawk. That reminds me of like 70s Pontiac cars, Firehawk, Trans Am and everything. Kind of like that. My first car was a 78 Trans Am, looking just like Smokey and the Bandit ride. It was really cool as a 16-year-old, let me tell you.
You can't drive a Trans Am now without people getting the wrong impression, though. 2024. You can't
Yeah,
use that
exactly.
anymore.
Yeah. So, if you had to decide whether you were going to be abducted by aliens or maybe have to live in a weird jungle location with gorillas that, thought your religion was not really the one they wanted, what would you go for?
Can I? Okay, so I have a funny story. Okay.
You're not allowed to change the subject.
There was no subject.
It's related to aliens and being abducted by them.
Brought to you by Fisted.
So you guys, like, you've seen my dog in the past, but so I have epilepsy, and I used to my emergency medication.
Is that what your
used to
dog's
be-
called?
No, you need to pay attention. You were on the show when I introduced her. Seriously, pay attention in class.
I've been saying this for years, Yana.
And the emergency medication I used to take just before I get a seizure to try and stop it from happening, they used to give me Ativan. Found out that didn't really work, so now I'm on Rivotril. But I used to take Ativan, which is quite potent.
Yeah.
Didn't really stop this. Did sometimes helped, didn't always help. Did make me hallucinate. Like crazy.
Wow.
Okay? Like hectic, crazy. And it was a few years ago. I was living with I was still living at my parents' place because my epilepsy wasn't under control. I was living with my parents. And I had a seizure coming on, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Just gonna pop some Ativans, go to bed. My mom's like, I don't feel comfortable with you sleeping in your own bed tonight. What if something happens? And I'm like, well, where else am I supposed to sleep? She's like, you're in my bed. Dad's in your bed. I'm like, okay. And I felt bad because I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm kicking you out of your own bed. He's like, just get better, you know? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, can I have a hug? He's like, okay, I guess. Because, like, you know, before a seizure, I'm so emotional because I'm like, it's scary, you know? And I always have the weirdest dreams when I had Ativan. So I went to bed and I woke up and like halfway throughout the night, and my mom's like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm rested and everything. She's like, okay. Do you remember any dreams? I'm like, do you remember talking to me throughout the night or anything? I'm like, no, not really. She's like, I'm like, wait, did I talk to you about aliens? She's like, yes.
Wow.
Okay. So I had this dream that I was abducted by aliens, okay? And but it was like super like vivid, insane dreaming. And all I remember telling my mom was, like, from this whole conversation, all I remember telling her was with full conviction, telling her, but Mom, they're real and they're not what we think they look like. This is just as I woke up in the middle of the night. I told her this, and my mom was like, that was the scariest thing ever. Because I was so convinced in what I just told her, and she had no idea that Ativan was that strong.
Wow.
She was like, it was scary. So she was like, next morning, she's like, do you remember our conversation from last night? I'm like, the one about aliens? She's like, yes. Do you still think they're real?
It's a good thing she didn't call in like, Mulder and Scully or something, right?
Well, how do you know?
Giorgio Tsoukalos is on her door the next morning knocking. Can I interview you? No, go away. Nobody styles their hair like that, you fucking moron.
Yeah, get a proper suntan.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't shop at the fucking spray tan shop of Trump. God, that guy.
He's special.
That's what his mother said, but it still didn't get him through high school. So, so Slicks found that Random Tings video I put up. So maybe it's back up. But it's YouTube channel Random Tings, and it's really funny. Dude's got some skills, very good at good editing and stuff. I've had that copy of that video downloaded since, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something. It's ridiculous.
Longer.
Yeah.
Longer.
Some might call you obsessed.
It's really funny though. The first time I saw that, I died laughing. So
we're not obsessed, Yana. We just got limited material and we just keep reusing it.
Got it. Big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like being a painter with no direction, motivation, inspiration. You just steal from others, right?
Yeah. What color would you like the walls painted? A magnolia or off-white?
Yeah. They're on sale, don't you know? Lee Marley comes in again with a direct donation, 15 Canadian as well for Project Constantine.
Cheers.
You know the rules, Yana?
I took a sip.
Yeah, that was $15, so we're expecting almost an ounce. So you better just down that drink and
I'm
get
sorry,
another
that
one.
doesn't translate in South Africa. We don't do ounces.
3 feet, two fingers.
A shot glass, the mix to a drink, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
so you have to drink the whole thing now and get another one.
Do you know how big this is? It's a mason jar.
You're
I don't
talking
know
to
how-
a
how
Canadian.
full
I
it
don't
is.
see a problem here.
I don't know how big your shot glasses are, but they're not mason jar size.
This is what I use. As you can see, it's empty. I'm going to have to refill it soon.
Your
We need-
liver.
Can you get a banana for scale?
I feel for your liver.
I do as well, but I can't find it anymore. I think it's regressed and hid. I don't think it wants to exist anymore.
Okay, Grant, how big a donation are we talking?
I want to see another $20 donation to Project Constantine, and she's going to down that drink right now and get another one. Come on. Let's do it. Let's get her hammered. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Chug a lug 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 a.
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
We can do this, people. Let's get her hammered on air. Come on. Throw the cash in. Let's go. Here, I'm gonna.
Stop it. Stop laughing.
I'm on a highlighter on the screen, so
Why am
y'all
I
see.
full screen?
Well, it's because you're on the big screen on the show. You're now highlighted, right?
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, it's
Mm,
because it's the only way it works. See, if I undo it, now when I talk, I show up. But if I hit
Yeah.
this button, even when I talk, you're on screen,
Okay.
right? So drink up. Come on.
Now, Yanni, you're going to have to push the camera back a bit so when we get you dancing on the table.
No, it's not going to get to that. Sorry. When I get drunk, I get sleepy.
Oh,
I don't get.
so we also need a home delivery of Red Bull through the alcohol. Okay, I get
I
it.
don't drink caffeine though.
Oh, I hate that. I hate all those energy drinks. They're disgusting. All right.
What are you talking about? You hate water.
Drink Dick's water, and his organs are like, thanks, that's new.
No. I appreciate water in all its forms because without it, without it, I couldn't filter it through barley to make wonderful beer. Water is the basis of all alcohol, and as such, it is good. Just not on its own. That's, why would you do that? Get beer.
Because it's nice.
Water?
Yeah.
It's really good for making alcohol.
56. Nicholas is like, never force booze on anyone. Drink it yourself.
No. Always get your friends drunk and tell them to drink up. I think it's somewhere in the Canadian Constitution. I'll look for it here.
Right next to eat a lot of bacon and have strategic maple syrup reserves. Which is still weird.
I was drafted into the reserve to protect the maple syrup for a while, Not really.
Yana's on the big screen because the others frighten children.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, guys. I shall now take your money, please.
Okay, so Demetrius threw in a direct donation. And Dick, it's painful to see you drink beer with no snacks, bro. I bet
Actually,
I have.
true.
It's I don't like to eat on the screen. I would have to turn my camera off. I'm not doing that. I can't stand it when somebody eats on the show.
Food makes him sick. That's why he drinks beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I ingest my barley liquid, but I can't stand seeing somebody munch on screen, especially when the odd little sound of eating comes through their microphone. And my little slight autistic tendencies go off, and I cannot stand it. There's nothing I can do.
Well, you sent me that video the other night of someone eating. You didn't mind that one.
But
I have questions.
But Demetrius says, I bet I got more beer than you in my fridge, and I'm having a lot of pickles with my beer, man. I am so against pickles. It's not funny. I think they are the evil that men do, and they are the spawn of Satan. But my local beer store has this thing where it's moonshine pickles, and it's a big jar of alcohol with pickles in it, and they're flying off the shelves. I don't know either, because I think it's revolting, but they're flying off the shelves because everybody's using them on barbecues and stuff. The pickles. Yeah.
I have questions.
I do too, and I don't think I have the answers you're looking for because it makes no sense to me. But the Kraut has just thrown in a $20 super chat.
Thank you.
And as soon as you make your next drink, you're going to have to down it.
Oh no. Yeah, but that's also got to be the last vodka in my house because I am on like slims with my liquor.
Okay, well then don't just down it right away, but but yeah. So it's working. It's working. Let's get her drunk for donations.
I've got a feeling this stream is going to get flagged for bullying.
Just by the way, I am not telling Pete and Helena about this stream. They can just be like, "Oh wow, the Saturday stream was really effective." Like, I'm not telling them I got drunk on stream just to get money.
Oh, Dick will send it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm about to get the Google AdSense payment, which is all the super chats and everything for the Shills channel, and we have just slightly over $1,000 Canadian going your way.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because like a while ago, like we moved location. We were in Chesterfield. We've moved now.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where. All I know is we're 80 kilometers away from the nearest Nova Posta, which is far. That's all I know. And I'm always like, you know what? If it's not crucial for me to know, then I don't need to know.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's
But
always
sometimes-
it's that thing when people use a stage name on YouTube, but then I meet them as creators, they'll say, "Oh, my name's really Greg. Don't tell me that. I want to call you by your YouTube name so I don't fuck it up." Right? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like for me with like not knowing, like I'm fine to know and can keep it secret because it's like fine. But this I was like really not. My speech is not starting to slur. Thank you very much,
knew that
Amy.
was coming.
It is not starting to slur.
Yeah. I saw that comment and I was like, "Oh, raised voices in the show. 3, 2, 1." That's awesome.
And actually, what was I saying?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I don't. So where we're at now, we've got a lack of generators and power supplies and everything, and we had to go buy like backup batteries or batteries, right? And Pete transferred the money to one of our guys to go and buy it, and he was like, "Okay, cool." And he messaged us on the group. He's like, "I just had to pay." And he mentioned, I don't know, it was like something like however much money it was, but he mentioned it and he was like, just had to pay X amount of money. That's how much money and I'm like, yeah, that's how much money we had in the PayPal. So we're broke now, girls.
Well,
great.
I sent Pete $100 Canadian yesterday.
Yeah, no, but he said that and I'm like, oh, I'm stressing now. So I log into our Stripe where a lot of like all our donor box donations that are paid with card go there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, because for the first time ever, like people are actually donating without me having to put out an appeal every time because we're on the show and you guys promote us.
Yeah.
And
it's working well, I think.
It is.
You know.
And I messaged Pete. I'm like, hey, I've just sent some more money your way. And he's like, oh, thanks, but it's not a crisis. We don't we still have like £50 in the bank. I'm like, it's only you who can look at it and say, don't worry, we're not stressed. We have £50 left.
Yeah.
So
the guy needs 2,500 pounds in the bank at all times because flat tires, supplies, yada yada, and so on.
Yeah.
They are, doing nothing less than saving lives, right?
Yeah. And
I
at this new location. Yeah.
I need like 4 minutes, so I'm gonna leave you guys to, probably lead the show in places I I'm not good enough to do. And I'll be right back. Hold on. Not long. Refresh your drink. Drink.
Are you going
Got
for
it.
a poo?
Hey?
Are you going off for a poo?
No. I'm going off for refreshments across the street really quick, actually.
Run, Ferris, run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm like Gump going around that corner, man. Okay, hold on.
I'll refill when he's back. I did finish the first one. It's finished.
It's gone.
56 Nick Rich.
Mm.
It's finished.
We got another super chat in from Decide saying $5. Love Ukraine, just keeping it rolling.
So Slick666 says there's someone selling captured Russian MREs on the internet using the money to help Ukraine. I love that. On that, I want to read you what we've got on Project Constantine. Okay. We got a message from someone asking us, do you know anyone in America that wants to buy Russian ammo and equipment that can come pick it up and pay for it? I have a bunch of crates of heavy rounds and other special things. This is just someone messages us on Facebook. And we've got like an auto.
Is it like a prepper who's just like got a cellar just full of weapons and ammo? Yeah, you can have it.
And I was just like, okay, you know what? This is kind of weird. So we've got like an auto reply that goes through, right? When someone messages us on Facebook, it's just an auto reply until we have time to reply back, because it's good for Facebook's algorithm. It shows like, yeah, we reply within an hour. Okay. So it's just like, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message, blah, 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 blah. I don't think this person read the message because so our standard reply is, hi, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message and appreciate you getting in touch. We will be in contact as soon as possible. And the reply I got back was, sounds good. See if we can set up a private shipment team so I can find the weapons you need in America, and a Ukrainian military contact can come and purchase what we find, possibly mortar shells, etc., but it was spelled ECT, and my I'm like, etc. Bullets are easy to come by here. 7.62 and 55.6 galore. If we can get someone to pick up the weapons and ammo, pay us. I will give you the best deals possible and help make sure y'all don't run out of bullets as fast till our stupid Republicans can get their balls back from Donald Trump. Lol.
So you're a gun runner now. You're basically an arms dealer.
I literally, like, I was messaging Halina. I took a screenshot of it. I'm like, what? And I just messaged her. I'm like, she's like, hey. I was like, look at this. And she's like, hey, we can finally like do stuff. I'm like, Halina, no. But I mean, I know it's like it's our sense of joking and stuff, everything. But it just ended up with me blocking the guy.
Wow. Yeah, it's like dangerous territory to be in. It's like, do you want some nukes? I've got a few nukes lying around if you want.
I said shipment, and then it sounded like shipment. I know it sounded like shipment. I know, Remy.
Yeah, that's the vodka talking.
It's the vodka talking. It's also my Afrikaans accent that makes things weird the moment the vodka starts talking.
I didn't notice you had an accent. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we do have a super chat in from Vina Lubricant. Sends in $19.99. Fiona, for being such a great sport.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So there you go. People love you letting your hair down. Bit like Dick Dawson. Wally still got some.
Yeah. So that was really weird. It was I found it really odd. We get really weird messages sometimes.
Well, go on, tell us some more. Go on, what's the weirdest message you've got? You must get some corkers.
Okay, well, not on Project Constantine, but I'm also part of the Ukrainian Association in South Africa. And we get people messaging us and they're like, there was this one guy, and he was like, I've been on some dating sites, and I really want to marry a Ukrainian woman. But they charge me per message to talk to these women.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I just really, really want to, like, because I really feel like Ukrainian women are like so beautiful. And I feel a connection to them. I'm like, bitch, you haven't even met anyone. But he's like, in his head, that's the ideal woman, right? Like, so then he asks on message, he's like, is there any way that the association can point him in the right direction of where he can converse with these people, or can we perhaps introduce him to someone? And I'm like, bruh, what? Now we're a dating site?
Yeah. Well, just send him Starsky's email. Here you go. He's a pretty girl. You can have this one. That is weird. What are people like? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So
And I'm like,
he finds a Ukrainian dating site and doesn't realize that it's not real. It's just a scam.
But it's not like a proper Ukrainian dating site. It's one of those stupid things that
Yeah,
you
it's just
probably
a
get
chat.
up on, like a pop up, like, hey, sexy Ukrainian women want to talk to you, and it's like some bot somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an AI.
Lauren is like, send him to the Russian embassy.
Ah, there you go. Well, there's plenty to choose from. Yeah, I noticed Russian brides are, they can get them cheap these days. I noticed that. You know, they've gone down in value. I think it's probably something to do with sanctions. I'm not sure. I'm not political like that.
It's crazy. It is really. It's like, and I'm like, how is this a thing? Seriously.
And obviously, he's not like, not just any Ukrainian woman. He wants to make sure it's the pretty one,
No, obviously.
the glamorous one, the one who probably isn't actually in Ukraine at the minute, but
right? It's just like, wow, guys, seriously. And it's like, that guy's not an exception. Like, we constantly get messages like that, or they get the number of, somehow end up getting the number of our president, and then message her, and they're like, hey, I know this one chick, I met her on this dating site, and she's a, thank you, dog, for your contribution. And she's a doctor in Kyiv, but I need to pay every time I message her. So can you just find out at what hospital she works at for me, and then I can talk to her. What?
That's not how it works.
It's shocking, because I mean, obviously it's all a scam.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's really kind of, well, it's really disgusting because of Russia's invasion and all the women that have had to flee and everything. I mean, Ukrainian women are such, they are being used as sex slaves around, Europe and everywhere, and they are more susceptible.
Whoa.
They are victims, and much more likely to be a victim. Sorry, I killed the vibe, but
Oh, yeah,
know?
that's not a good thing.
So, and then you get people being like, yeah, I really want to marry a Ukrainian woman. Can you get me in touch with her? I'm like, dude, no, get lost. Go do something useful. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, though, if it wasn't for the fact that there was this invasion in Ukraine, they wouldn't be interested. They'd be looking at Filipino girls, or
Exactly.
Just for some reason they've just like caught onto this. Do they think that they're some way helping the situation in Ukraine by marrying a Ukrainian woman? No, I don't know what the mentality is about that. It's just sad and weird.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't know where to go from there. All right, let's try. What are the? What's that rattling in the background? Is that Dick coming back?
No, that was me bumping something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a Dick coming back from the duty free while the bottle's rattling. So what other kind of weird messages you get? So we got the messages from people who are trying to sell you arms. We got the messages of people trying to get you to hook them up with hot chicks in Ukraine. What else have you got? What other stories you got?
There are people. What else have we got? I don't know. That's usually the variation we've got. People want to come to Ukraine, but they need money to get there. So can we please give them money so that they can come to Ukraine? But they're not willing to help
What, like
us.
tourists?
No. They tell us they've got absolute 100% clean, like proper intentions of going to volunteer.
Right.
But
isn't there an actual process about that though? Volunteering is, it's official.
And but they need the money
right
to get there. So can we do the fundraiser for them? And we're like, if it comes down to it, are we going to fundraise for this guy from somewhere, or are we going to fundraise for Zesu?
So you're basically, they want you to raise money for a militia. they want you to help them send in, mercenaries.
Basically.
That's bonkers. That's bonkers.
It is crazy.
And obviously a complete scam. They're probably like in a call center in India. Trying to...
No, obviously. Oh, and then we got someone, because I mean, you see like on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, you get all these fake soldiers, like people pretend to be soldiers, and then they're like, "Thank you for supporting Ukraine," but they post the same comment all over on everything.
Really?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
And then they'll DM someone and be like, "My brigade needs help. Can you please help? I need money to this PayPal address." And they usually comment under like big posts and stuff. And then recently they commented under one of our Facebook posts. This one guy went and tagged specific people who replied. And I had to private message those people and be like, "Hey, just check out, this guy replied to you. Please be aware that I think he's a scammer. So please don't listen to him and send him a friend request like he asked you to."
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts. You're having to kind of like police in the background or this kind of like
because what's going to happen? Someone's going to be like, "Yeah, this guy seems legit. He messaged me on Project Constantine's Facebook page." So all of a sudden we're being pulled into it. We're affiliated with it. And I'm like, now I need to police, scammers who find people on our Facebook page or our Twitter. It's crazy.
You have to go to the hunt, right? Now it's like, you gotta do it like wild animal style and go and find them. But nobody wants that kind of antagonistic and so on, and
Well, you said you want like confusion in amongst people. There are people out there who are willing to help, but just this entire confusion of who you're helping and are you actually helping the right person? And just all these people are just like skimming off the top.
That's a big part of it too. You know,
But isn't that always been the way when there is money involved?
Yeah.
You know, if there's any sort of people who are like, supplying arms to Ukraine, even them going, oh, they're rubbing their hands because we get a skim off the top of that as well while we're doing it. You know,
there's an argument to be made that 30 or 40%, 87% of all statistics are made up on the spot, right? But that a lot of charities get set up because, well, we can still get to pay our employees and everything and so on and whatnot, but we get to look good doing it. And there's historical context as well for charities that are great at looking amazing and getting very little done.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the Ukraine situation right now with the, orc invasion of a sovereign nation, right? We have. Got to get that cable out of my way. There we go. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I got my whole brain distracted because I was talking to my neighbor for a minute before I came back in the door. She's got a 3-year-old who's exhibiting very strong symptoms of the autism spectrum. And I was encouraging her to get the child diagnosed because yes or no, funding or no funding, at least and stuff and whatnot, right? Well, she did talk to a pediatrician and they're talking about a 1.5 year wait to get him diagnosed. Well, only like 14 years ago when my son was diagnosed at the age of 2.5, going on 3 or whatever it was, it took us 2 fucking months. Right? How can it be a 1.5 years now? What the hell is going on? So I'm going to get a hold of my son's pediatrician. Yeah, he's 16 going on 17, but due to the situation, we still very much deal with a pediatrician. And I'm going to talk to him and say, dude, come on, we got to push this through a bit because they live next door to me and I know what she's going through. We got to get this done,
Yeah, and I mean, early intervention is so important for autism.
Exactly, right? But a 1.5 years, I was flabbergasted. I mean, I'm a Canadian, for God's sakes. I'm not used to hearing that kind of thing. It should be now, not sometime in the future. The hell does that do anybody any good? Slicks in the chat there says that's a lot quicker than Britain. That's a sad statement, right? Because, when a child is diagnosed on the autism spectrum, the earlier you can get the intervention in and start working with occupational therapists and so on, and you get results, right? My son is a gentle giant. He's turning 17. He's 6'1", and he's just, a complete gentle giant. But when he was 4 years old, he was unbelievably ruly. And I just was very strict about it and wouldn't tolerate it. And his mother and his grandmother would say, oh, you're too firm with him and blah, blah, and whatnot. Yeah, they don't say that now.
Yeah.
It's a big deal getting it done early and setting the rules and expectations and the whole bit. I'm not going to turn this into that conversation, but, it's a big deal. Big deal. Yeah, so Slicks has been waiting for an appointment since 2017. Holy, that's just wrong. There's no point in assessing somebody who's now a teenager, right? We've missed the opportunity. But yeah, okay, I said I wasn't going to go in, look at my fish tank. It's pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see if, I was telling Dunk there, the little sign here, I love to buffer, the euphemism for buffer on our channel, right? Calling oneself to have pleasure. But I left that sign on yesterday and the batteries died. It's with LED little light strips inside, and yet it died inside of like 18 hours or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, maybe it's just got crappy electronics in it, you know? But inside of that thing, it would be blinding to the point where you couldn't read the text. I had to open it up and put 2 sheets of paper inside to dumb down how bright the light is. So maybe
Wow.
it is just sucking that much juice. But, you know, I feel like I have to recharge the batteries for that thing 2 or 3 times a week. And it's just for some stupid gag. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I was to, like, you know, rewire it so it was plugged in with an adapter or something, which I could do, I'm pretty good with electronics, then there'd be some kind of cord. Actually, I could just move the sign towards the puppy a bit more and hide the cord down the little bar of the shelf there behind the fish tank and stuff. Maybe I could do that.
That can work, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very creative with this stuff, so I'm usually looking for ideas, you know. Petrie in the chat. I'm not buffering for a change. His wife is still awake.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Well, sometimes if you're going to cross a line, you might as well go right over it and get to the McDonald's for a burger, right?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So, let's see here. We got to do our donation shout outs again. So, we're always supporting Project Constantine. And you know what, fellow babies? Let's get a couple of donations in just to make sure Yenna can replenish her alcohol cabinet. Because we want her to come back to PubChat, right?
Alan's collarbone is sticking out the top of his skin. Out the top, but he still has the skin. Out the top of his shoulder, and the NHS won't fix it.
Oh my God.
Like, what is going on in the UK? Are you guys okay over there? Like,
Has this all happened since, you know, King Charles took over? Like, is this, you know, I'm just kidding, but that can't be real, right? You know, come on, really?
wow.
Because the whole thing, countries like us that have health care that come with just simply being a citizen, it's supposed to be a bragging right, not, well, we all pay for it, but none of us get it, right? It's supposed to be a good thing. That's insane. That's
You guys are turning into South Africa because we
know?
actually also have free health care. It's just, it's so bad, everyone has gone private.
Right. And BME in the chat says the NHS is pushing for us to go private. Trust me, my southern neighbors know that only works for the wealthy. Don't do that. Don't do that. A populace that is healthy contributes, and that pays taxes and things. You want your populace to be healthy because it makes your nation stronger. Don't do that. But yeah. So, what do we got here? 2.5 hours almost. Let's cap it at 3 tonight, then latest, right? I got Felix coming home in like 2 hours, and I have to film him unboxing all his stuff and everything. So I'm gonna have to eat before he gets home, just so I'm a little bit, back more to normal, right? Yeah. I think Dunk must have gone to the wine store. We just don't hear from him anymore. Dunk, you go to get a new box? That's a yes. What are the chat talking about here? Okay. because there has been, we don't. I'm not going to go into it, but we don't really cover the whole Israel war situation and stuff around here. In the very beginning, I was very adamant that Israel just strike back because they were attacked first, right? But now it's just this chaotic war thing, and I'm not very comfortable with any of it.
Yeah.
There's in Canada here, there's a lot of people backing one side or the other side, and there's protests and stuff, and I just find it all horrible and wish it would end.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I am I don't know. In a sense, I've kind of decided I'm like focusing on Ukraine.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, same with us,
Almost
right?
almost in the sense of like I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with another thing.
Right. It's like back during the OJ trial. If another celebrity was up for murder at the same time, could you watch both trials or would you only watch one?
Yeah.
But
the sad thing is I actually want to just, it's weird jumping into politics and PubChat.
yeah. I don't normally do that kind of thing, right? But it's so much in the news right now, I'm like,
yeah. But there's this guy. He's the host of this. It's a YouTube channel called the Ukrainian Toronto Television or Ukrainian Toronto Television.
I don't know that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. They do like a typical Ukrainian sarcasm. And then they do like news updates or whatever. And this morning, well, my morning.
Yeah.
But this morning he tweeted just basically echoing what a lot of Ukrainians are feeling about the whole thing. And he said, Americans intercepting Iran's missile and drone attacks on Israel was the right thing, and I'm glad it did. It shows how wrong and cruel American policy towards Ukraine is. That Ukraine doesn't even have enough missiles for Patriots to protect its citizens.
Yeah.
Ukraine is not asking for American F-35s to protect its skies. We just ask for 1% of air defense and 30-year-old jets you will never use to protect our existence.
Yeah.
And after 2 years, we get none of that. We've been a good ally, observed every deal, gave away nuclear weapons and long-range missiles when asked by the US, observed every condition, however cruel it was during this 10-year war with Russia. Unlike Israel, we have never targeted civilians or hit a Russian embassy.
Mm-hmm.
As a gesture of gratitude, we received more lessons on morality when we hit Russian oil industry. What morality are you talking about?
Yeah.
And,
you remember early in the conflict when Russia was like 6 months into the invasion, there was political figures and stuff talking about how we'll supply Ukraine with some weapons, but not if they go at Russian targets.
Yeah.
Well, what's happening to them, you fucking assholes? You know?
I mean,
I hated that talk. That used to piss Starsky off too. Oh man, he used to have to hold back when that would come up.
Yeah, I mean, there was another. It was actually Maxime, that journalist who wrote the book that I spoke about last night on PubChat, and he said, as a journalist, if you're talking about Russian red lines and Russian threatening a nuclear strike, at this point, but you're not pointing out that that's pretty much par for the course for Russia at the moment. And that everything is a nuclear strike at the moment.
It's all bravado threats, right? Yeah.
Then you're a pretty lousy journalist, and you're just being lazy.
Yeah. Speaking of journalists, we should point out Philip Ittner, that was on the show yesterday with us, they have finished building a proper studio for in-person interviews and stuff. Rick the Ukrainian will be going over to give us a tour, video style, the way Rick does. And Phil is going to start a really cool podcast coming up that I do hope you all start following. It's going to be great stuff. He's a wealth of knowledge and a good speaker. It'll be really good. Wait a minute. Where did the thing go? Okay, here. So we're doing the NAFO 69 Sniffing Brigade fundraiser now. We finally jumped on the train. We are partnered up with the Portuguese battalion of the 69 Sniffing Brigade. I said something. I said the wrong word last time when we were on the show. It's
okay. It's NAFO and it's Portugal.
I'm really learning a lot as we go here. And you know me, I'm not very good at that. So, but the campaign's going good. And there's a little video the crew from Portugal sent in that they would like me to show. So let me bring this up. And it's the dude. How was this said to me? Let me bring this up. It's a Russian prankster that hates the war and has pranked some random soldier pretending to be one of them and then drew that on Putin's face. Right? So it's a 59-second video, and here we go. It should be pretty good. I have no idea what we're about to see.
Вот он наш, родненький, вот он.
Ой, блядь, красавчик,
Наш.
Наш президент,
наш
КГБшник,
наш КГБшник. Давай ему напишем на лбу КГБ. КГБ forever.
Блядь,
и хуй ему давай нарисуем, он же наш хули, с яйцами волосатыми и усы.
Ты чё, охуел, что ли?
А чё, нормально же?
Смотри.
Стереть? Думаешь, лишнее?
Ты охуел.
Блядь, извини, что-то разошелся, блядь, пиздец. Давай сотрем пизду.
Роман, ты охуел, что ли, блядь?
Сейчас сотрем. Больше так не будем. Ой, бляха-муха, вы видели это, ебальник?
Oh my goodness.
So as you can see, these Portuguese NAFO guys that we're hooked up with for this fundraiser are complete jerk-offs like us, and they totally appreciate humor. I love these guys. Absolutely. It's amazing. So let me show you a little image here. We did a little thing, Starsky bringing the truck home, and he's bringing the party, right? And this is the other image I was sent over by the group as well. There's a, what are they called? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. There we go. There's one of those QR codes there where you can go direct to the donation page. The donation page is pinned as our comment right now. So give us a hand, help make us look like we're actually, doing something good, because we're trying our best, right? Yeah, NAFO 69 campaign. Here we go. I've got the patches thing here. CF Beauty in the chat's just, figuring this out for me better than I could. There we go. Holy. Okay, slow it down, Brutus. There we go. So there's the patches that come with the campaign. And Vladislava from NAFO 69, I just gave her a couple of our graphics and said, do what you do. I mean, you guys are probably better than me at this point, right? And so yeah, home run, score, and yeah. So hit the donation link there. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Oh, yeah. Tickle that button and make it feel sexy.
I could do with a few of those to patch up some of my jeans.
80s rock and roll style. Why replace your jeans when you can patch them?
Yeah.
So hit it up, help support us there. NAFO campaign, good. But never forget. Never forget. Yeah, exactly. That we always do the Project Constantine fundraiser around here. And whenever you throw in a donation, all you have to do is put hashtag PK. Right?
Thanks, guys.
It's a good hashtag. Use it. Know it. Learn it. Live it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High joke, if you know. Sorry?
Yeah, but what about Ferris?
Oh, that's right, too. We've got to save Ferris, right?
We're trying.
I got to sift through all the pictures I have of white dog poop. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So save Ferris as well. Those donations go directly to a beer fund. I mean, to Ferris. Yeah, they have nothing to do with alcohol, and it's all to do with medication. Save Ferris.
Press X to doubt.
So, Dunk, if I remember correctly, you were going to number 10 tomorrow with a burning bag of dog poop. Have you got your plans ready?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to find the right color of dog poo because, it's 2024. We don't want to be, it's going to be mixed race dog poo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, white dog poop don't exist anymore, but you still have to be inclusive in your usage of dog poop, right?
See, number 10, you used to be able to walk right up to the door in the olden days, but they've got it all gated off now. So you have to throw the dog poo in a little bag through the gate.
Yeah.
And the police at the gates are not very happy about that. And they certainly won't take it if you say, can you put that take that to the front?
Yeah.
Little bag. Yeah. They won't
Yeah.
do it. Whatever happened to the government, eh? Whatever happened? What
They
wrong?
were bought
Can't
by the
even give them dog
lobbyists.
poo anymore.
Yeah.
What does this world come to?
Yeah. The good politicians are still out there looking for the white dog poop.
Well, since in this Conservative government, we were seeing less dog poo on the streets of the UK, and I'd like to say that was our honourable gentleman in the Labour Party has been, prime example of the person who's been putting down the white dog poo, and we like to bring the white dog poo back to Britain where it belongs.
That's right. Take it to the farmers, Slick666 in the chat there was talking about the Dragonfire UK laser situation with, remember we were reporting that on the show, Dunk. And I love the idea of it, but I was so deflated when we got to the point where it was ready for deployment in 2027 or 8 or whatever.
No, it was like 2034 or something.
Yeah, but, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can get the picture up that we had. What day was that? Was that Thursday or Friday? I'm doing that thing again where I narrate things that you don't need to know. So what I should do is say, Duncan Yana, take the conversation as I look for that picture, right? That'd be better.
No, we're better off with your narration at this point. It's far more entertaining.
I'm not sure about that, but
apparently the white dog poo scared someone. Oh, the white dog poo subject scared someone out of PubChat.
Seriously?
Yep.
Well,
Seriously? No.
Can't take the heat. Get out the kitchen.
Maybe it's because they have a dog that poops white and they're concerned that their dog food is really out of date, right?
Mhm.
You know,
I'm not sure how that works. I don't think that's the
It's not out of date.
yeah.
Is my
Yeah.
dog out of date? Turn it upside down and look for the Best Buy date on the dog.
Here we go. I got a picture of the Dragonfire laser. So this is the thing the UK is developing right now to deal with drones and stuff. Unfortunately, you see the ground shoots, right? And the thing in the air explodes, right? But at this point, I don't believe it's operational as so much as renderable. You know, I thought this was a great thing. I brought it up on the show, and then I was like, oh, it's going to be deployable in by the time I'm dead and my child is now a grandfather, right?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where they've come up with a very, very, very cool prototype that costs billions, and now they've got to try to figure out how to get into the manufacturing side of things. And
It's like
fucking forever.
Yeah, it's like Elon Musk and the Cybertruck, you know. Okay, I got this great idea. Somebody figure out how to make it. Okay, you know.
Although the interesting thing is, if we were at war, if Britain was at war, it would be, in the military in months. You know what I mean? It's just if we needed
the
it,
Americans could do it in about 12 days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We would have it like straight away as far as you. But no, we're going to take our time over it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about the Yankee military machine. You know, you can tease Americans for, this and that and the other thing. And they tease us Canadians and stuff. It's not like I'm picking on anybody, but oh my God, when they decide to absolutely kick someone's ass, holy shit, can they do it? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everybody else has a couple of aircraft carriers. Well, we have more than you all combined.
Yeah, we got one for every citizen in the United States.
Yeah, they have so many aircraft carriers they can't name them by states because they run out, right?
Well, this is why the oceans are rising, the water levels are rising because they keep putting fucking aircraft carriers in the water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's Archimedes' principle. Obviously, your beach is gone, right?
Oh my goodness.
But it's true though, and that's one of those things. Like we can giggle and laugh about it, but if the American populace really decided that they had had enough of Russia, this shit would be done already. It would.
Exactly.
It would. Like for me, I'm like America's hat. We're Canada, right? We're like a bowler hat, except it's all full of weed, right?
You're a toque.
Yeah. But if we had the military might of America, I do believe that we would have done better in contributions per capita basis and whatnot. I think Canada's done okay, but even still, I'm not happy with what our government could do. Like, seriously, we could give Ukraine everything we have. And if anybody ever tried attacking the sovereign borders of Canada, the UN and NATO and everybody would just activate and right? We don't need this shit. Our stuff is like 60 years old, but even still, right? There was a report recently about Canada, and we were talking about some new submarines for our fleet, and we're finally discussing having nuclear ones. Well, is there any other kind these days? I mean, come on. All right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But,
do they mean nuclear powered or nuclear armed?
Even powered, I'm thinking, right?
Because those fuckers are big.
Yeah. But we have a massive landmass, but we just don't have that many people. So I do understand that we're not at the top of the heap, right? I'm not picking on Canadians, right?
Oh, well, maybe it's because you Canadians are just so fucking polite.
Drunk.
Like,
But
you'll be the worst people to have in a war. Be like, sorry, dudes, don't mean to do this. Don't want to bring down your day and all that kind of stuff. But,
Before you die, could you tell your mother that I'm really sad that I shot you and I didn't want to do it? You know?
Yeah.
No, actually, when it comes to Canadians and military, when it comes to the stories of World War II and whatnot, they were seriously vicious motherfuckers. And anybody who knows like roughneck tough guy Canadians were not to be fucked with, I'll tell you that. Let me get a drink here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, we had a few Canadians who were pilots, on the World War II, the Battle of Britain, and and we're always thankful for all the people from all parts of the world that actually saved Britain.
Oh yeah,
over that one, because that would have been the end of it.
Oh, dude. Right? London took it during that, right? It was not good.
You know what the weird thing was, though? In South Africa, obviously, the government was aligned with Britain, okay? But you had this thing where some Afrikaans people were still upset about the Anglo-Boer War.
Well, yeah.
And, but I mean,
I can understand that.
Yeah. I mean, always upset about it, but they were upset about it in the sense of they were not going to support the Allies because Britain is one of the Allies. So they sided with the Nazis and basically blew stuff up and worked as as a counter government group here in South Africa to basically like a local terrorist organization, basically.
Yeah.
And it actually like split up, like people in South Africa were like, families were arguing with like, everyone is like supporting the Allies. And then you've got these random people who are like, no, but Britain is part of the Allies and they killed us. So we are, and Germany didn't kill us. It was crazy.
Not yet. You haven't. wait till the Africa Corps get in there and you're fucked. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I know secret stories of technology from early days. It's like ancient alien stuff. But the Germans back in the day, not you all now, but back in the day, they had GPS way before we did, but it only drove them to Warsaw. It was the only direction they had. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
When you say GPS, it was a pigeon on the front of the tank. That way.
Yeah. No, I know I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's your job.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sorry, to be honest. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get up to get
Canadian
a drink
card
earlier.
revoked.
No, he hasn't had his car revoked because he apologized. Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I apologize when I have coffee in the morning. I'm a true Canadian, right? I apologize to the beans as I grind them in my grinder to make coffee, right?
They're all screaming. No, again. Oh, the Holocaust.
Hey, I've got something cool to show you all here. Hold on. Let me get this sized up right. A little bee in the background who's really good at AI stuff and whatnot did a little embellishment on my idea of Starsky bringing the party with the truck for NAFO 69.
Oh, nice.
So this is what we've got.
Nice.
And if anybody from the Portuguese 69 NAFO sniffing group there is watching right now, I will post this so you can post it as well.
Nice.
I like that very much. That's awesome. Hold on. Here's another one. Hold on. I forgot. I got to bring it up first. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So if someone in
Someone's just-
the if someone and the others from the Portuguese group is in the chat right now, I'll post this in our WhatsApp group coming right up. I
If the
love it.
Portuguese are still awake at this time.
Seriously, if anybody from the Portuguese group is awake and watching the stream right now, we should fundraise for them to get extra alcohol because they're going to need it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Meryl in the chat says, send that to Starsky. Oh, yeah, it's coming right up. Absolutely. This all started because I did this one in the AI thing, but I still had to put Starsky and the patch on and everything, right? I'm not that good with the AI images and stuff. Obviously, somebody's better. I'm just a lazy sod. Can't be bothered. CBD pain medication like marijuana, CBD. Yana, how does that work in South Africa? Is that like completely off the table, or are people allowed to, or how does that work?
I am not sure, actually. Let me find out.
I wonder. It's becoming more and more prevalent through the world. People are starting to realize, you know what? If that's the prevalence, if that's the preference for, self-medication to get you through the day, why the hell are we in the way? Just let it be.
Yeah. So, well, CBD oil is legal, but the answer is not that simple. There are still requirements that companies need to follow. Yeah, well, duh. As of 23 May 2019, all products that contain a maximum daily dose of 20 milligrams of CBD and are intended for general health enhancement, blah, 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 are legal in South Africa for medication.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So as of 23rd of May 2019.
So I could send you party favors mislabeled and no, I'm just kidding.
No,
if you're
thanks.
a tax official, don't pay attention to me right now, you asshole.
Oh my goodness.
I always have to push that button just a little too far. So what do we got here? We're coming up on 3 hours, right? So we should probably throw this into the bag soon and call it done. What we got to do is a big shout out here for Project Constantine. Let's see if we can't get another donation or two in. As much as Pete wants to always go to the shops and such and always have supplies and tire fixing gear and whatnot, I bet they'd like to get a couple of beers now and then, So let's get some extra donations in so the boys that are actually saving lives can enjoy themselves, right? So I want to see hashtag PK Beer Fund, right? Right? Let's see if we can't get Pete a couple of beers here.
So let's ask Yana here. Why the name Project Constantine?
Good call.
Oh. I can read this for you, actually. It's on our
No,
website.
don't read it. Make it up.
Serve us some bullshit. It's way funnier.
Oh, I can serve you bullshit. Okay. So. Okay. This is the best kind of bullshit because it's sprinkled in with some actual proper stuff. Okay. So in Afrikaans, we've got to, let me actually first find this. Let me get this. Okay. I want to find. Okay, can't find it now. But in Afrikaans, we have a thing called, it's a word. It's basically, in English, you can translate it as a bitch slap, but it's a bit worse than a bitch slap. Okay? So this word in Afrikaans is poesklap, literally like, but it's literally like straight arm, like straight through the face, really hectic. Okay? And the Afrikaans abbreviation for that is PK. The letter P and the letter K. So when Pete was talking about Project Constantine, he was like, oh yeah, PK. And I was like, do these other people know what a PK is? They didn't. So we had to educate everyone on what a PK is in South Africa. And every time I talk about it, it took me a while to get used to saying the word PK, knowing that in South Africa, it literally means, something else. But it's so much faster to say PK than Project Constantine. So 5 syllables versus 2 syllables. Which one am I going to go for?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If
And then
you're
there's
unsure of what she's alluding to, check OnlyFans. I'm sure you're going to find it.
Don't check OnlyFans for that. Do not. Do not.
Wait, is Pete on OnlyFans?
No.
Only when
No.
he's naked.
This is going like no.
You know,
I shouldn't have asked the bloody question now.
No. Chad's brain is already in the gutter.
and Pete's mom might actually be watching right now.
No, she's not. She's not. I'm pretty sure she is asleep.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. The Carpathian says it is a bitch slap from hell. That is literally what a puss clap is. It is a bitch slap from hell. Like, yeah. Like, it literally hits you and your head twists into the other direction. It's brutal. So, yeah.
So you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be on the end of the bitch slap. So don't be that person. Here, we're really close to 3 hours. What do you think, Dunk? Should we say our what is that
Prayers.
thing? What?
Prayers. Say our prayers.
Okay. That's not where I was going, but
dear Lord, baby Jesus Christ, who art thou up in the sky like
Greg's
a magic
gonna kill
monkey,
you.
Please bless the people in the chat, all the subscribers, and all the people. Especially bless the super chatters because God loves them the most. You know that. And if you want us to be into heaven and sit by the side of the baby Jesus and God and all those nice people.
Jeebus. Isn't it with a B?
Yeah, just make sure you keep those super chats coming in because that's how God works.
God judges us on a pay scale, so the more you pay us, the better we look.
He always gives us a fucking thumb down at the end of the show.
He usually demonetizes the show, right? I'm not sure on that one.
Smites us. We are smoten.
Oh,
hang on. Did you want me to say something properly? I don't know. Making shit up as I went along.
It's probably too late for that now, but go ahead.
Oh, I ruined it.
Yeah, no. Try again. Try it again.
No. Oh, God, no.
Say something for the other half of the chat that are.
What, the fuckers? All you satanic fuckers out there. We love you too. And, give us super chats because that pisses God off. It works both ways. No. Thanks everybody for coming in and listening to our bullshit for 3 hours and hanging around for so long. We love you all. Obviously, Slava Ukraini and all that lovely stuff. And don't forget to send Yana lots of bullets and arms and
alcohol money.
And see if you can set her up with some Ukrainian hookers because she needs She needs to supply the US with all these sad men who are looking out for her.
What the hell just happened?
you missed the conversations we had earlier. But I'm going to shut up now because I'm already in trouble.
So now I'm going to treat this like a hostile debate. Yana, your rebuttal.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to tip the barman, I guess, or something, since this is a pub.
Tip the boatman because you are being brought to the afterlife.
The barman was the guy across the road that Dick ran across. He doesn't need a tip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I usually interact with his staff, but
yeah, I was gonna say the only tip you need to make to the barman is to make sure that we have like a proper running team going on with Dick's supplier of beer across the road. So Dick can literally run out the door, run across the road, and the guys are holding out the beer that Dick can just like run past and grab and come right back. I'll pay you later.
I got a couple of shout outs to do here. So Lee Marley throws in for the Pete Beer Fund. And that is definitely going directly to his pocket to make sure that the crew get to have a couple of cold ones. I love that kind of spirit. And we've also got Silver Earth coming in with a super sticker. And it was the little fox dude doing the good job thing. I don't know how to act out a fox. What did they do it like this or something?
You got a squeaky nose. Have a big bushy tail.
Why did I start doing this thing where I try to act out the super stickers? Because I just look like an idiot.
I'm sure it made sense to you at the time.
It's adorable. We keep doing it. We love it.
That's not what my mother said. So remember, everybody, we've got a NAFO 69 sniffing brigade campaign going to get a truck for a couple of really good dudes. I'll get the name up and get everything in the community posts and descriptions and whatnot coming up. But I'm just this side of useless when it comes to social media, so I'm trying my best. I huge shout out to the entire Portugal NAFO 69 battalion. Partnering up with them has been a life affecting situation. I'm learning a lot, and I feel like a turtle among the sharks. So I'm trying my best to keep up.
and in all seriousness, Yana, thank you so much for coming on the show and putting up with the absolute bullshit that comes along here and the mess that comes with it. You gotta support Yana, the Project Constantine. Join their Discord. They got a Discord. Put the link of their Discord in there, so everybody can get the Discord, get the news from Project Constantine. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and obviously, support Yana and Pete and all the marvelous work they do over there.
Exactly, and remember to actually support her alcohol condition in the cupboard, because if you want to see her on PubChat more, we've got to get her some alcohol. People, come on, let's do it,
or at least a recovery.
So, huge shout out to our team in the background. CF Beauty runs the teams for us, the research team, the moderator team, and stuff. Literally, if you're not in touch with CF Beauty, you're, a legacy person that's probably going to lose their wrench coming up. So, do that as soon as you can. Be there or be square. We've got BME, PJ CNET, Shayna Caldwell, Crazy Cat, Skitch Crasher, and the Kraut on the team tonight. So thanks, everybody, because I still look like an idiot, but you really help these people look, good while we do the show.
Well,
just not me. So, remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Last word from you, Yana. It's your turn.
Night,
Go for it.
guys.
Don't forget to, hey, Yana, you're supposed to say, yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know that kind of
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Especially share. And
And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
donate to our alcohol fund because you want her to be here next week. Good night, everybody.
See, it sounds more important when you say it, Yana.
got it. Like, share,
Getting-
and subscribe, everyone.
Supplying alcohol to those that need it is a worthwhile endeavor for
Actually,
your person.
I would like to get Dick to drink more water. But yeah.
I drink water all the time because you can't make beer without it.
Undiluted, unpolluted, like proper water.
Well, that's for showering, isn't it?
End the stream. I want to go to bed.
Good night, fellow babies. See you soon.
It's over. Go home. Go.